of the global cost of the Israel, US, and Iran war so quickly? We will pose those questions then today inside the Epic Morning Show. This is now a 2.5 hour long program. We divided into the first and second segment. In the second segment of the Epic Morning Show with Reginald Branojoku Soya, it will review the biggest stories from yesterday. Stay with us on all the major social media handles. My name is Usman Ibrahim again. Stay with me. So as you step out in this very bright morning, remember this for say every new morning na another opportunity for rewrite your story. Yesterday go don't come with many disappointments, go don't come with failures, but today na a fresh page. Success we not say not they come, not about how fast they move. Sometimes it's about refusing for stop. The people with a change their lives are always the strongest or the richest. So continue for being consistent, continue for stay hopeful and very determined even when things they go very tough in your life. This now the Epic Morning Show. Stay with us.
Salon pass we. Listen to the lyrics, the message, learn some lesson and get some blessing. Go to altar we for Yegi, then they shoot and they loot. That man they don't die, but then picking they cry. The problem just a pile, nobody know the smile. And because it's trouble just a double, people they grumble. Say they not go able, they continue stable, waiting for do. Now for stop the vet, make use of waiting we get, forgive and forget. Now we swell a bit of mercy, so we go well. It's God your blessing, salon go well. That's in the work go day, and then go they pay. Then big businessman go come, so we say we come. Workman go call it tool, the king go to school. We go travel up.
1xbet.sl or app, enter promo code MSL and receive welcome bonus up to 36,800 riyals. Plus 150 free spins.
Epic Radio.
Fast to win. It's your best chance to grab your luck with 1xbet.
You don't ready for win big money every single day?
Epic
Radio.
Radio.
Make them happen with Bomba Cash Out. For just 10 years no more, you can enter the draw and win buy money right inside your phone. No stress, no waste time. And now so you go take joy. Now start
Epic Radio 99.3.
and choose how much tickets you want from 1 to 10. Enter your orange
Epic
money or
Radio.
happy money pin and boom, now you that. You don't enter the draw. The more tickets you buy, the higher chance you get for win. And the best part are that if they pick your number, the money will go straight inside your orange money or happy money wallet. You don't even need for Canada.
Epic Radio.
So what do you dey wait for? Dial *799*2# now and continue for listening to Epic Radio. If you know one of the lucky daily winners then. For more information, call the support center on this number yaso 032-300-033. Number cash out, money the flow. Powered
Epic
by
Radio.
Masslink Limited. This not a purpose to whether under 18 or so learn responsibly. Terms and conditions apply.
No stress, enjoy them at any time. Just make sure say BFC is on the pack. Benny Mix, grow strong, grow smart. news segment.
And good morning to listeners and viewers on Facebook and YouTube as well. So, state of Israel, we breaking news highlight this morning. APC presidential flag bearer aspirant, Menashe Kalaji Mohamed Umodu Kamara, we plenty people known as Jagaban. The suicide organized a large iftar gathering at the Bafos village Benfield inside Freetown. According to reports, over 4,000 people have been, of course, they've been praying at the field and also they've been serving food for breakfast. The event will be bringing together community members and also been bringing together Muslim faithful and residents from nearby areas. Jagaban will also lead the prayer before the meal being shared among the crowd. So that was, what we saw. And according to him, he said under leadership, he said there will be no palm-body mosques, stressing the need for proper place of worship. So this and many other things he say while CBD lead the people and also serve them.
I also see the videos. They lead like a few hundred people. They pray the Maghrib prayer ahead of them cutting them fast. They will also reportedly provide meals for those people and will be the fast. I see Mike Biwa just posted on Facebook yesterday. Mike Biwa also posted to say, I'm not exactly cheering for Jagaban, and I don't think, say, political opinion on whether he will be leader of Salon or not. He said, but I have to admit that video of him leading the iftar prayer dua in Wilberforce community is quite striking. So I think arguably is the first flag bearer aspirant for lead prayers.
Yeah, I think we've never seen that before. But he's a sheikh, he's an alhaji as well. So I feel like he's in the position for doing what he do. So, but quickly, let's move to another one. Also, Civil Society Union on call for dialogue over the appointment of Edmond Sylvester Alpha as the ECSL National Returning Officer. So that is exactly what happened. So it's a matter where they continue for follow as to whether that dialogue, because we've seen a lot of dialogues, between party members, between APC, SLPP, and other political parties, between civil society and parliamentarians, etc., etc. But then dialogues and the question will be.
But now the APC now saying the government's the lead negotiator, Chief Minister David Moinina saying APC now saying they don't want time for lead government in any future negotiation. So we are at a stalemate at this very moment. Exactly.
So and I asked myself a question: are we going to get the kind of result we want? While this dialogue they go on, it's a matter where we will continue.
Especially as yesterday, the Minister of Information saying President Biyu no get a power for reverse indecision for appoint Edmond Sylvester Alpha as the ECSL commissioner. That which for just bear with them and get for take with to the 2028 election. So APC and government, all political parties, for just bear with Edmond Sylvester Alpha as the commissioner of ECSL.
Exactly. So well, whilst we hold into the moment of Ramadan, we should say the Minister of Youth as well, when Ibrahim Sano being extending Ramadan outreach to SLPP delegates in Naples local. So the Minister of Youth Sano being extending nationwide Ramadan outreach to delegates across the Sierra Leone People's Party in Naples local district as we provide for them food and financial support to party member them during the holy month. So as part of the initiative, the minister will also distribute, of course, get for distribute cash and other sort of items them to the Muslim community, and we also urge them for observe the holy month as he say. Of course, the month gets numerous blessings them, and he wants to make Muslims then take advantage over the month. So that is also a worthy move as well from the Minister of Youth Affairs, when of course, Ibrahim Sano.
Yeah, he's also scoring political points. He take the donations then to SLPP members then.
Yeah,
but people
and an APC strong goal as well.
Yeah, people will say if the minister also planned for the flag bearership of the SLPP, but that's not a question for another day, conversation for this.
Exactly. So it's something that we'll wait and see. And also, finally, SLFA. Former President Madam Aisha Yuansi be motivate female inmates on the International Women's Day. Madam Aisha Yuansi be secure the release of 4 inmates we get sentenced. He pay the fine for them, and we also provide AMPA to 12 lactating mothers within at the female correctional center, be provide for them food where they go use for nourish themselves as they look after them, picking them while in the staff prison. Yes, it happens on the International Women's Day. And Madam Aisha will be also talk say get enough plans for ensure say a push they transform the life of the inmates them by empowering them with a lot of skills them as well. So I think that was a worthy move as well, and also be share a meal with them as way for commemorating International Women's Day. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Reginald. It's still with the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Listen to we around the world on myepiconline.com, Choice FM and Radio Garden. Stay with us.
This time we come to Swiss alone. So we know it's not the team, the man then fits come together. Cause no other person who can for mix alone past we. Listen to the lyrics, the message, learn some lesson and get some blessing. Go to Ottawa for Yegi, then they shoot and they loot. That man they don't die, cause them picking they cry. The problem just a pile, nobody know the smile. And because it's double, just a double, people they grumble. Say they're not go able, they continue stable, waiting for do. Now for stop the vets, make use of waiting we get, forgive and forget. They will swell a bit of mercy, so we go well. With God your blessings, alone go well. That's in the work go day, and then go they pay. Then big businessman go calm, so we said we calm. Workman go call it tool, picking go go to school. We go travel up and down, it go plenty at home. They want to sing or play, but set go get small. This total lie, we go try 10 to 5 of us. Let we thank God for this one. What? Salon Milan, Salon Milan.
Welcome back to the Epic Morning Show. So today we can look at the topic, the immediate effect of global fuel price surge due to the war between Israel, Iran, and the United States and the Middle East. Why has Sierra Leone been affected so quickly? That's not a big question this morning. So we know say on the 7th of March 2026, just this month, we see notice come up from NPRA for say the country don't ace price for the cost of petrol fuel from 28.50 leons to 32 leons. That's now over 4 leons jump. That's of course it's 12.3% increase from 28.4 leons to 32 leons per liter across the country. So we don't say this actually very starts. It's because Iran they control the strategic waterway which is called the Strait of Hormuz. So due to the conflicts between Israel, Iran and the US, Iran be decided for saying go close the strategic waterway what they call the Strait of Hormuz. So now Iran they control the Strait of Hormuz, which are over 20% of global oil they pass every single day. This of course don't disrupt markets them across the world, including in the US and other Western nations them, where they all increase the cost of petrol. But the question now is, it happened, Iran closed the Strait of Hormuz on the 3rd, effectively on the 3rd of March. Just a few days from the 3rd to the 8th to the 7th, we see this notice from government say they don't increase the cost of petrol across the country. Why did it happen so quickly? And I think until recently we get this sort of from NPRA that they don't pass this sort of the fuel pass through policy. We mean say government not go subsidize the cost of fuel for the people them. Anytime we global oil increase sharply, it go reflect na salon immediately. We mean say government cannot subsidize on fuel. If fuel go up internationally, government okay puts the money saying okay, because we don't let people suffer, we can just subsidize like 10% or 20%. We also know say as part of the 2026 finance bill, the national budget, inside they include 5% import duty tax on fuel. People have been calling on government saying at least during this critical term, government for revisits this 5% duty tax on petrol with the inside the 2026 national budget. People will include Honorable Ben Mansari from the APC, Member of Parliament for the APC, posting in social media platforms. They say government need for revisit that 5% import duty tax on petrol. So waiting the government can do at this very critical time. Inflation, according to government, is at an all-time low. But cost of living still they affect many Sierra Leoneans them every single day. At the county in our office, you see, you compare just a few days ago to now, how many motorcar they see in the streets, how many bike they see in the streets, how many people they use motorcar, they use bike, whatsoever means of transportation for move here and there. It has decreased significantly. We don't need statistics for tell we all see, we all use the transport of Freetown, we all use wisdom for calm. So it's very clear if the number sort of don't decrease. So this of course will cause also chaos, because an increase in the cost of fuel, in the cost of petrol, will mean say a rise in the cost of transportation. We also mean an increase in the burden on the cost of living for the ordinary Sierra Leoneans them. So will government revisit that 5% import duty tax inside the 2026 national budget at this very critical time? And waiting at the way forward, 12.3% increase, which is from 28.50 leons to 32 leons per litre for petrol and diesel across the country. Stay with us here on the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Listen to we around the world on myepiconline.com, Choice FM and Radio Garden for more.
This time we come to salon. So we know it's not the team, the man then fits come together. Cause no other person who can for mix alone pass we. Listen to the lyrics, the message, learn some lesson and get some blessing. Go to altar we for Yegi, then they shoot and they loot. The man they don't die, cause them picking they cry. The problem just a pile, nobody know the smile. And because it's all just a double, people they grumble, say
Welcome back to the Epic Morning Show. Introducing Minkailu Payamba Koroma, member of the APC publicity team. Minkailu, good morning. Welcome to the Epic Morning Show.
Good morning, Epic. Delighted to be here this morning.
Also expect to forget Moses Mambu, the National Publicity Secretary for the ruling SLPP party, and Edmond Abu, the Executive Director for Native Consortium and Research Center Accountability. We will also discuss with very soon inside the Epic Morning Show. But Minkailu, you know, a member of the APC publicity team. Is the APC concerned after this hike in the cost of fuel?
Yes, the APC concerned, but not only the APC Sierra Leoneans then concerned. They are for and on behalf of the APC, but primarily as a Sierra Leonean, where they face the effects of these alarming increments in the change of the prices of fuel. It is alarming because when you do comparative study and you know how Sierra Leone they sell fuel, how other neighboring countries and they sell fuel, you go say this alarming. It's not only alarming, it also ensures say we don't get skyrocket increment in transport fare from the provinces to the city, and internal transportation, even transportation for goods also don't increase. We mean say the prices of goods don't change completely. So it don't affect society in its entirety. Then they are concern for the APC and are concern for Sierra Leoneans. We also need for no say, not too long ago, government increased fuel per liter from what used to be 25 leons to 28.5 leons without prior notification to we the citizens. In fact, government no pull notice. What used to obtain is that government blank pull notice. When them pull notice, then communicate to we, and then we can prepare. But unfortunately, that day, some of we go to a gas station for go buy fuel, we meet price don't change. Well, then they, I don't know, the law of demand, change in price, also they lead to change in demand. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of citizens were embarrassed that day. Where you go in a fuel station, some man goes for go buy 10 liter, we're going to buy 10 pass, he buy 7 or 6. Some man will buy 50 liters, on 10 or 35, he able buy that day or 40. So then they affect it very seriously. The alarming increment be much.
So, as part of the 2026 national budget, there is this 5% import duty tax on petrol, on fuel. You think government for revisit today?
Yeah, of course. We all been there. What to refuse for do? You got basic commodity like fuel, like political commodity. Fuel, like commodity way. If you joke with it, they joke with the livelihood of the people. A lot of people them will be affected. We all. Not just a lot. Well, maybe government, because most of the government officials, then they give them fuel cheats, they know they buy fuel, and even the price, they increase, they don't increase, they don't want to know. Because at the end of the day, now cheats that they can go to a petrol station, then pump and flop, then tank. But we've been, they want to refuse for do, now for increased subsidies on fuel. Now we could be able to sell fuel at 3,500. The highest will ever go now 6,000. Then 10 and they will be still get the 60. Now I make the call 1,000. But now 3.5 leons or 6 leons. Now so we'll be in the sell fuel. Because no matter the pressure, no matter the circumstance, we've been get for ensure say we maximize the welfare of the people of Sierra Leone and not increase fuel price. Because we know what in mean. Most people them now rubber drink then they sell. Most people them na cold water then they sell. Now ice block them, they go buy cold and water there. We they see petty traders there all over the place. We they see them at the street of Wilkins Road. We they see them at Kisi Road. All over the place. Some people and then they get them daily bread. Where you go buy ice block, you go cold and drink, they sell them. But if you feel increase, most people the way they light generator, say they able make ice block. Now fuel and they use, not to the electricity where they get. Because now the electricity light the can no more small go.
So how do you think those people have been hit by this latest?
Seriously hit.
Spike?
Seriously hit. Now, even the light self they buy, me bother. The one they win at the car power ship, government really get serious negotiations with them first in terms of payment. The lights they buy, just last night, I put 300 leons na me meter. You know how much they give me? After we don't subscribe 300 leons, now 60.1 leons then give me. They not even give me half of them, 60.1 units. Where if you put 300, at least now let them give you some 200, let them take the 100 and give you 200 units. Not so that not the case. So on the way they buy 100 leons, where you put 100 leons na your meter, then they give them 15 units. So they give them 18 units. That burden they on the people then, and now they don't can increase fuel. Now a very serious problem. Now let's just take a look at some of the price analysis. Now I say, not too long ago they increased fuel from 25 leons to 28.5 leons, where then they affect it very seriously as a nation without prior notification to the people. They don't ever inform we will just go to a petrol station and meet that price, it don't change. Now they don't increase them back from 28.5 leons to 32 leons, where one of the highest standing na the continent, one of the highest per liter. You know how much they sell fuel in neighboring Liberia per gallon? Then at the gallon, then they sell at about $4.7. Now, we convert $1 per Sierra Leone money, $1 official exchange rate at 20 leons. So now 5 liters, they make 1 gallon. We mean say, then they sell them fuel at 20 leons or 21 leons at most if you round that up because it is 0.7. Yeah, 21 leons. We they sell at 32 leons. We get a difference about 11 to 12 leons. Now neighboring Liberia now. You know what it mean for the country? It mean a lot. Now this war I just comments. America, Israel versus Iran. It just begin. We pray that hostility cease. we dey pray that ceasefire actually take place. But if it discontinue, it just begin, we don't increase fuel to this level. If it continue, what thing will become of Sierra Leoneans? In fact, if we not take time, very soon we go hear them begin say fuel now 50 leons per liter. Before the war go middle, just now, if it lasts for, let's say 5 years, Astagfirullah, let God push and far, we go buy fuel more than 100 leons per liter in this country. So no need for the take advantage as government. When small thing happen, no more take advantage, we increase the price of fuel. Yes, government they take advantage. For let government increase fuel price from 25 leons to 28.5 leons.
So when other countries like America, like Russia, like other countries like the UK with the lowest price,
you know how much they sell fuel in America? It's less than $1. It's less than $1.
Because in America,
now.
It's at a 4 years high. Since the Russia-Ukraine war started.
No, even compare Iran with the war day. How much they sell fuel per liter?
Salon no.
Iran where the war day. No, yes, but the war.
Even
if it's Salon they produce something and they, but we war day you are going to be affected automatically. You don't understand?
You don't go compare Salon and Iran. You don't go compare Salon and Iran.
Now you call America. Now you call America. So I have to call Iran.
No, what I say? I say other nations, Western nations, and so.
No, but you call America specifically, and I agree with you in comparative politics. Developing countries and developed countries, you know, they put it at the same pedestal. But now you call America, but they can't give fuel analysis prices.
Yeah, if we mention America, America also they produce oil.
No, but now you call America. No, but then you say comparative politics. I know they put Sierra Leone and America at the same side. No. But when you call America, now America call Iran. You don't understand? Let you know, say Iran self with the heat, where they kill the Islamic leader, the supreme leader, the fuel price is about $0.004
because they
per liter. I just tell you, no, now you call America.
All right, okay.
You understand?
No, the thing is, the point here is, even for countries that we say that they produce fuel for themselves, price go up.
Forget about countries where they produce fuel. But I am telling you, Iran they produce fuel. Iran is sits by the wall, but Iran the fuel they gain at $0.004. I not even reach $1. But forget about Iran now. Let us forget about them completely. Check how much they sell fuel in Angola. Check
Angola they produce fuel too.
No. Check how much they sell. You talk about African countries.
No. Because Salon 100% imports, we depend on.
Liberia they produce fuel.
You will compare to other countries.
No. Liberia they produce fuel.
So we mention Liberia now. Yes, of course we get these 45 cent differences between Salon and Liberia. We make under 11 leons price differential. So you can point out to Liberia saying. Liberia price
when I started my analysis, I not go far.
Yeah.
If you meet the compare, I take the Mano River Basin. I go take Guinea, I go take Ivory Coast, I go take Liberia. So the first country where I pinpoint on Liberia. I tell you say Liberia they sell per gallon $4.7. But at the end of the day, how many liters make 1 gallon? Now 5 liters make a gallon. So when you divide that day, how much they give? They give about 21 leons. So they sell 32 leons. You don't understand? So the increment is very unreasonable. Okay. The burden on the people is too much. So now waiting now they don't do. Now they don't increase transportation. The way they come out, I invite people them yesterday. I organized IFTA. Invite people them from all over Sierra Leone. We are close friends. I get somebody we come out Kabbalah. He say he paid 200 leons from Kabbalah to Freetown. We mean say they don't add 40 leons from the initial transportation fare. What then they pay? My brothers then come out Kenema, we come. Then pay 170 leons. We now be 130 leons they be the pay. You don't understand?
Yeah.
It means they don't add 30 leons per the transportation fare. My brothers then come out McKinney, we be they pay 120 leons. Then pay 150 leons. They don't add 30 leons for the transportation fare.
Okay.
Now, what used to be the transportation fare from Joy to Lumley, it was 15 leons. Now, 20 leons, then they ask for. What used to be the transportation fare from Lumley to Majetown, if they take Okada, now 10 leons. Now, when people then they take Okada, now 20 leons, then they ask them for pay. So that in itself don't affect the daily sustenance of the people, basic living. Now check again, let's see the skyrocketing prices of basic commodities. Just because of this, some people let them increase prices so that then we will augment other areas. So it is affecting us adversely.
All right, okay.
This is not just a concern for the APC, it is a concern for Sierra Leoneans. I am seated here today advocating for the general masses, the entire masses of this country, that government not for they take advantage of any small situation for increase the price of fuel.
All right.
If you increase from 25 to 28.5 loans, it not take days, it don't increase again from 28.5 loans to 32 loans. That is being unreasonable. That is not welfare maximization.
Because there is a war.
No, that is being unreasonable. Why they increased before the war? Compare the prices.
This latest one after the conflict.
They increased before the war. The conflict has just commenced. It just don't begin. And we pray that hostility cease.
All right. Okay.
Because if the hostility not cease, me and you two go to waka from Lumley to PZ. We go to waka from Calbaton to PZ. If the hostility is not cease. Because this government is unreasonable. It is not seeking the welfare of the people.
All right, Minkailu, thank you. Make a come to, just been joined in the studio by Moses Mambu, National Publicity Detective for the SLPP, and Edmond Abu, Executive Director, Native Consortium and Research Center. Gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to the Epic Morning Show.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
Edmond, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, man. Thanks for the morning.
Yeah, Moses Mambu, Minkailu say government is being unreasonable. Government sees advantage by the people by increasing the cost of fuel yet again from 28 leons to 32 leons. What do you make of that?
As a member of the opposition, I think say na in work they do. So nobody not go all and from where they do in work. All right. So I think say now the responsibility of the opposition for continue. For put the government on in toes for deliver on the promise system where we make to the people there. So I think say I don't get no problem with Andy. Now exactly waiting the constitution say the opposition for they do now they do.
You don't get problem with also, we say government is being unreasonable.
No, I don't get problem.
Is government taking advantage of
I don't get problem with in work at the Kanda side. But you ask me direct questions, so I the answer directly say now in work they do as a opposition member. For make sure say them continue for hold government accountable for waiting we promise the people then. So waiting they do now in work. But then they waiting they say different from the fact. So media this morning for also give you the fact. So Sierra Leonean then where they follow go understand waiting they happen. First we want let Sierra Leonean understand say waiting they happen within the fuel sector, not to something where the government happy about. The government not happy about at all. Two, we want let Sierra Leoneans they understand say salon not they produce fuel at all. Every fuel what they use na salon, na bring people and they bring them. Okay? And not to the government they bring them. Na private people there, na then they bring the fuel. They call them by the fuel term, they call them OMCs, oil marketing companies. Na they import the fuel where they can have salon. 3. The fuel what they use na salon, na global commodity. It tied to so many things and a commodity we very complex. Okay? Now, what things Salon done they do for the past 2 years through advocacy from people like Edmond Abu and other players them. Now for make sure say we open up the market. You remember before this time now 1 or 2 players no more been there inside the market. Not also with the biggest one we been get over 60% shares in the market na NP. Not also sir. So over the years where we come, we don't try for liberalize the fuel market. We don't bring in more players. More people in the import fuel now in Salon than ever before, so the space open. So because the space be don't open, we don't get more players within the sector. What think government decide for do? Government decide for liberalize the market. That is, government just they set the cap. The cap means say the highest we know for pass. So government can set the highest. We don't see at a point where government set the highest as 25.5. No, so fuel stations like Aminata they sell 2022. Not so, as long as you not pass the cap. Now, what did not happen a few days ago, now something we all in the world for be worried. Even country then where they produce fuel, where they produce the crude. And mind you, I don't hear argument with people then they say, okay, the war day between Iran and America, not to Iran Salon they buy fuel from, not to that area they will buy fuel from. But I want to let people they understand say the whole West Africa. Now few countries then get refinery, and the refinery themselves within West Africa, they're very small for produce capacity, for supply. For example, West Africa. For example, Nigeria gets small refinery. Now Dangote they try for build a bigger refinery in Nigeria. because the oil they in twofold. You pull the crude, then you can go for refiner. Okay, unless you refine the crude, then it turn to a usable product when we can import.
Okay.
So now, the refinery then within our West Africa, they're very small. Like Nigeria, they produce crude oil, and they also they refine, but then still the import huge because the crude within the pool, the one within the refine, not even do for supply the Nigerian market, so they get for import. Now, outside this problem also come now the Strip of Hormuz. The Strip of Hormuz now water we outside the petrol ship then they pass. Okay, where they between Iran and other countries. But Iran and get the side of the water outside the ship then they pass with the fuel, and 1/5. Listen, 1/5 of the global ship where they come with fuel across the world. Now that water they use. In fact, it is estimated by New York Times just yesterday, saying over 95 boats per day, 90 pass na that water day for come with fuel na the rest of the world. Now, because that water they don't close, Iran say it don't close, even though they say America say that they begin guide the boats them, but the shipping agency then they afraid for user because Iran then get majority of that water day. And I hope say you and your listeners then they follow. So because that strip they don't close, it don't affect the global supply chain of fuel. Because you remember the world now globalization. You remember where coronavirus come, not so where the world stands still, everything go up. Why? Because the world is connected through the supply chain mechanisms globally.
Okay.
So because that one day happen, fuel automatically shoot up. Fuel come out inside these 2 days. Fuel come out from $41 a barrel. It go 71 a barrel. Yesterday, just midday yesterday, it go $120 per barrel. America, my brother, they say, America, the average in America now $1 per gallon. Na America. So as of yesterday, I give the average for America, and you can use the form because all kind of them forum there now for make sure say we educate people them with the fact, not to for just talk politics, but we talk politics back and with the fact and give data. Say look the data.
Okay.
Listen now.
Mambu, is government being reasonable?
We've been reasonable
because there is a 5% import duty tax inside the 2026 national budget. And also governments until recently from MPRA, they not go subsidize on this like fuel. So people call on governments now for look at that 5% import duty tax at this very moment.
If you give me time, make an loss method, the people then go understand because we're there for educate Sierra Leoneans. Where I begin, I tell you say government not happy with what's in they happen. So make I just land on method. 2 weeks ago, the average in America na $2.40. 2 weeks ago, that are the average in America, with the exception of states like California, where then they sell more. Always the young fuel in there. Just yesterday to this morning, now, the average, imagine it come up from $2.40. Right now, as I talk, now $3.45, $3.450. That are the average per gallon in America. America they produce fuel. You understand? America, they produce fuel. America, they refine fuel. In fact, most of the fuel where America, they get from Venezuela, then they refine inside the United States of America. But because this is a global product and the price is set at a global level, the Strip of Hormuz will don't be affected. And I know they say this for create fear in anybody. We all they pray. And it's important, this is fast month, we all they fast. Make we use this moment for pray, for make the war between America and America, Israel and Iran, make it come to an end. Because what's in the happy now, the Gulf states them responsible for over 60% of the fuel where the world they use. So imagine now, Iran don't begin bomb oil refinery them. Iran don't begin bomb fuel depot them inside the Gulf states them with 60% of the world supply. Now the Gulf states them, now they're responsible for them.
Okay.
So I come now to the question we really ask regarding if government is sorry for the people them. I tell Sierra Leonean then this morning say yes, government subsidized for the first time in 3 years. Now when we hold meeting on Monday last week, when the signs of this war begin, we hold meeting with the OMCs them. I don't follow social media where people then they say, hey, but stock been there. What make them not sell last stock they first, then go buy another one now. Imagine the stock where they now. You been go buy something $41 a barrel or $51 a barrel. Then we allow now take it done. Right? Where you go now for go buy, you meet $100 a barrel. How also you able to pull the balance money for importer? Government get you 2 duties. Now we get. You see also there we talk, we analyze about how government they handle the situation, just like the coronavirus. Salon na one country we don't go through pandemic them, so we sabi how for handle them. And one of the way we can handle them, even though yes the commodity there, it is more dangerous. We petrol loss totally because OMCs they're not able to bring them than we a day but a day. Because we a day is expensive a little bit, you're able to get an economic activity still they go on. Imagine if you know they at all, the petrol stations are closed. OMC say no because the barrel.
That is very unlikely because the Strait of Hormuz has been closed and they amount to only 20% of global oil.
Yeah.
We mean it will take a more longer route for CAM to countries them. So it means the fuel will still there.
But the competition now for buy the fuel is high. Salon we fuel market very small compared to countries like Ghana, like Guinea, like Nigeria. So the competition for go buy that fuel now a greater. So because the competition they high, it's very difficult for make you able to forget that fuel now. So government get foresight. The fuel as based on the current market value for don't go up to 36 leons. But government be able for subsidize 3 leons. On Wednesday last week, government meet with IMF. In fact, IMF self concern. And government laid the case to IMF for let them understand clearly, say, no, we cannot carry fuel go to 36 at this particular point, even though there's a global disruption with regarding to the war between Iran and America. What we can do...
So they say the fuel cost for them be
36 yes.
Today.
As per the
government subsidized that sort of trillions.
Yes, now make a day 32. And that was an agreement on last Wednesday between government of Salon, the IMF and the World Bank. Because then safe see and clearly. So let people they not go with the notion say government not subsidize because they can't shock we cancel. If government not subsidize, when the stock finish, the OMCs they know they able to go bring them back. If they able to go bring them safe, the price they go close to 40 leons. So now make government come in quick one for make sure say they not only stabilize the product, but for make sure say the product become available.
Let's bring Edmond. Edmond, you concerned 12.3% increase from 28 leons to 32 leons in the cost of fuel. Are you concerned?
Of course, always, like always. Fambula on a morning, firstly, I want to apologize to viewers that will not be able to come yesterday with we Facebook page. We will not try to unpack the formula. For the first time, the native culture don't try to actually explain and understand, let people understand, the students them, Taka the winner, Mafulukale, all my understand actually waiting this pricing formula and waiting don't drive them. You know, because most often than not, PRA, I only hope Moses Mambulek PRA go the calmly, they can tell the public be anything they are so, you know. So from them, we get 3 scenarios, Mara. One, we got scenario 1, we say fuel price be there at more than $700 per metric ton during June. This not the 10 and between this not June 2025. You understand? The fuel price, we want to look at the formula. I got for teaching on that. It be there at 7, then at the salon, the what PRA publish, now be 731 for petrol, for instance. Almost the oil market at the sell per liter, now be something like about 25. Now the 10 and another will be to harass the government. If I will say, it's like say, protesting they solve again, but we'll expose the truth and deconstruct the figures, now in the help. So now scenario 1, as at the time we feel go up to 70 something, $730 per barrel at the show now, you understand? The fuel, the pump price of fuel per liter, now be something like about 25. Then at the 10 and will be to tell the government say, wanna push the ceiling down to 24. That might be a missed opportunity on the part of PRA. In fact, at that time, as of June, that scenario 1, government in your ceiling be there at 27. So if I now say the oil markets has now, then they don't become, in fact, now the messiah. Then put on to 25. Why? Because of the competition. Because you get new players like Aminata, Zala, where they come, so it pushed the price down. That might be a missed opportunity on the part of the government. It will be very wrong, and we totally disagree with them. We tell them say that was very, very wicked on the part of PRA. How your own price go to 27, then the oil markets are the own price at 25. That was very, 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 very bad. Scenario 1. And Mark, you create that scenario, and I find out say, when I remember where Trump said don't go it be bomb Iran. Mara, remember? You know say Trump bomb that Black Friday. Trump then go bomb Iran. The war lasts for like 5 days. When I remember, then they spike the price of oil at the oil market. The Hormuz corridor not be totally closed like now, you understand? We don't become very, very volatile and risky. You understand? But it be ace the price up. Now, formula, when fuel price after the internet, it can't down. The danger when me they see in Salona, the fact say, when it go up, for like we see the PRA can put and down proportionately, they know they get the appetite.
So it don't they go down and not,
no, at the talk about June, at that first scenario, June to December, it be the go down. After that, where Iran, where America said they don't go bomb the nuclear sites. Remember? It be can down. When it can down, now America let this go to SIBA, where you say, oh God, our government name. SIBA, Mr. Minister of Information, Mahama missed the fuel at 17 cedis per liter. To December last year, Mahama. To January, Mahama put them to 10 cedis. So let this go to SIBA. Maybe they say, oh, other governments there. Other governments try for putting their own price down. So it was a missed opportunity. We advocate, we shout, I can't ask, we talk for long.
So we see other governments, in our own case, it's different. The
now
government
they say,
instead, no.
we own case, what to make we own case different. Number one, we governments not get control over the storage. We get a total of 230,000 metric ton of storage. All this thing we Pakabali is where former President Komaka himself. So then at the end. The new one where Moses Mambu they talk about, we owned by Eco Energy, not a government getter. So government need for liberalize the sector. So the sector is not well liberalized. We get nuclear like German, Eco Energy, Zala. These are OMCs, these are importers, you understand? So that's not scenario one. Now scenario two, fast forward, between December to January, the increment one has to take place. I be telling say with the Territorial government is still in the 27, the oil market is in the 25. When I remember January, what happened? They introduced the excise duty. The excise duty where Phantom had to go read in the parliament and drive the price. And for me, if I was the finance minister, not to show you to drive that price there, what they do, you release an half. But you find out, say, inside the January pricing formula, the excise duty was 2 leons per liter. It shoots up to 5 leons per liter. That was disproportionate. Well, not tax. And not to just excise, not to just fuel, it go per iron ore, it go per other cements, they have 15 and they.
But for fuel now, you recommend for the government look at that again for reverse that.
Yes, these are the side way the cushion. Because then say when they explain, no, they just as if because these are the things that we see, oh, government no cushion, no. So now that's scenario 2. Then they drive the price now. Also, you see, PRA pull out from 27 go to 28. Now the tragedy will happen January. All the oil marketers now then they do price fixing. Then go into the cartel now. They pull out to 25, then go to 28. That was a tragedy. Then a scenario 2 in January. Then drive the price day because of the excise duty. You know, because then I will want to take, and I wish the opposition, some of them, and for the walkout from the parliament, I will be happy for them.
But it is with the opposition and pass that 2026 national budget day.
No,
the opposition and government.
It be sweet there.
I mean, it was SLPP MPs, APC MPs.
Yeah, this is the thing they went for walk out for. Therefore, the North of Georgia, Mikhail they try. Now, Mikhail is a younger, they are too, my brother. But then these are the things they went for. Take the government hostage and say, we they work out for this. Like, with data go, we they work out. But then they work out for the thing. So then a scenario 2, missed opportunity. Waiting up with the tragedy they can tell you. I want really put this thing left me in village, they understand. So it make the oil markets as they move the price to 28.5. So they all fix one price with the exception of Zala, will be the sale weekend. Now look into scenario 3 Fambolem. Within the scenario 3, as at March 7, of course, we all know all man knows what happened at the Hormuz corridor. Hormuz corridor they account for about 20% of the world's fuel. But most of the fuel stations also, as they listen to me, not 200 did they buy. Most of them are Nigeria did they buy. In fact, none of them they buy for me and that self. None. I dey challenge them back. I don't work in this sector. From I don't be accountant. I don't work in a refinery. I don't work in a maker. So I sabi the sector.
So fuel price not for go up.
No.
Like I go up so.
No. The problem I get with government. When you look at the formula, thank God, now 12%, now increase.
12.3%.
12.3. But when you look at the formula, on the cost of the product, petrol increased by 7, diesel increased by 9. So what's the other balance come out? That's not the problem I get. And it's like they go to SIBA, let's go to the government see. One of the things they then do, when sometimes they blame PRA, they are technocrat in the Ministry of Finance, when they're so insensitive. You understand? And maybe I can borrow from Mikhail who say the government's a little wicked. You understand? Then go increase the infrastructure cost component.
What do you mean?
Infrastructure cost now item 25. Looking at where you go na the format. I dey publish me waiting today na Facebook. I don't take them one by one, and I don't do the calculations. You understand? So infrastructure cost now, Nescoma be introduced in 2016. In a different component where the former government be introduced, where it become for pushing the austerity instead of tax, that tariff, because the excise duty na IMF the waiting. So when they talk about say the excise duty no more, that component they go about 9 different taxes, all na tax, and some they don't port charges, jetty charges, you understand? 9. For instance, road maintenance fund, infrastructure cost, they jack that figure. That is where I have problem. You know, for jack that figure. In fact, if the fee along go up by law say 12%, increase them by 12% on the plat, meaning in the cost of the product. No go add per the tax again. This letter I don't do so. I don't send them to the IMF, and then they invite discussion with IMF on this because it's highly technical a little. But me they try for simplify and say no, you don't be need for church infrastructure cost component. All what you for be don't do just increase the cost of the product almost then go buy them. Freight left and so because now 2 drivers them are fumble them. One they can always say one the cost of the product. 2 the exchange rate. So as I say the components are all things being equal they all be the same. I mean the exchange rate relatively the same. Well, I mean relatively another major shift way for move that major 12%. So why you for increase the fuel by just petrol, you increase them by 7%, diesel you increase it by 9%, and then you increase now the liter, the pump price per liter
by 12%.
By 12%. That is disproportionate. Again, I can understand. For me, I go for me appreciate. Let them increase like when Moses Mabu they say, let's say 36%. With the proportionate increment because it don't jump. Actually, it's true. Like it don't jump high. It don't come up from 60 now to this morning. It don't go up to more than 100 per barrel. Of course. So I not say somebody other thoughts go say, well, Edmond, in fact, when you look at, not even proportionate to the global increment. Yes, granted, I agree. But just touch the components where now sometimes if you can't argue and talk say, well, we government don't sorry for the people. I go say yes. I go join the government say, but you know go yonder. You understand? Because and the Lord pray. Let this war end because the worst is yet to come. The worst is yet to come. Because by the time, if you see this thing continue, and we not get no certainty say again for waiting, guess waiting that happen, can go eat man. And then you find out say cost of living will be high, crime rate, push, everything, transportation, and sadly, we get a minister of transport who not sensitive. Where any time price go, because like I said, my danger, my takeaway here is this war not going to continue forever. It can't down, it go end. Where it end. You find out say global supply because now demand and supply. When supply outstrip demand, price they go down. In the inverse, it go up. So for me, when it can down, government for able for put and down. Like what happened last year, it go up, it spike. But when it can down as at June, they're not doing. They're not doing. We talk they're not. In fact, the man they get opportunity, they sell up to 22. I think I post them. They sell up to 22. Aminata sell, Yonko sell, but it was just fishy. You understand? These were opportunities where NPRA for don't take opportunity. It bring the ceiling to 24 for situations like this. You understand? Because now this mama see. You understand? So when SIBA they say, other government, no. Other government, like I tell you, like where me brother they say, the situation as alone, we not get storage. The reserve, like 230 metric ton, it go to Susana just like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Right. And then the danger, like I say again, we get all marketers, they not get blood. They take up advantage. But this is not just 6 days of the war. Una still get old stock. Why una they create artificial scarcity?
So you know for go up right
squeeze. Now? Well, if we expect increments, now like next week, because they still get old stock. But these are people where they're ready for take advantage. Now make where PRA they say, we the seize petrol station. Then petrol station, they even illegal and they help ya. Then one day they illegal, then small petrol station the way because it appears as if it's a PRA said don't know the way legal because I make it put moratorium.
So make an answer that. The stock where they in country. Because I didn't at the meeting where Ministry of Finance called with the OMC them. And government raised the same concern. And the OMC them put up a chart. Okay? So imagine you don't go buy 79 a barrel. You get the stock. Now, petrol, you put in 42 days. You get for put in 42 days before you get your next supply so that the pump na the gas station not cut off at all. So now it don't go up to 120. Well, it for 120, 110, 100. If the price don't go up now, then sell that stock there before then get onto the supplier then for able for supply them the fuel. Definitely waiting they happen. It be scarcity they become.
So
and the
how
danger,
much will we get?
And the danger.
How much will we get at as reserve?
No, we don't get better storage. The storage capacity we will get in country if we supply the whole country. Now less than 3 weeks, fuel they done. So if you not put in early for able to get the fuel, and now as he say, which is correct, the demand don't outweigh the supply because of Amos. So a lot of OMs, big OMCs then in Africa, way past we all know, where they all go at the same pool. So if you allow other big OMCs then go based on the price where they meet and then put in more, and you not go early with the available, the market value price where they today. If you not go with Andy, then they get for put your supply backward. If they put your supply backward, if they find out say if the stock where you get in country done, then there is a problem. So what you would they try for save? Waiting government because they make that I see the presentation. So the fear at the camp, the fear where government get, the fear where government gets is, and where we all forget at Mwambu, between me and you two, what is preferable? Make the fuel done, let you go na pump fuel no day, or make we get away for let fuel day in country.
No, okay, that can say.
Yeah,
You see,
okay.
Okay, Moses, firstly, before me can call, Moses, firstly, if the, look, now contract then gets with the importers, you understand? Therefore supply every fortnight or every 2 months. So this idea of, say, you put in every 42, then get constant suppliers, where you go to call the SPA, sales and purchase agreements, where they want to, where demand they look for. So any oil market that we go to a meeting, go say, oh, now 42 days, Moses Bambo tell that importer, that OMC say, it lie back. Because, now like where I get somebody with the supply, give me per mine and two jong. The man gets a boku number 2. Me na for just go to if I so test kid na even bring can say once we don't establish that relationship, the supply they come like almost every time as you run out of stock. You dey talk about stock out. You dey talk about stock out. You
At that point we reach.
dey talk about stock.
That point if at that point we reach, so that means reason.
Yeah.
So now
Mikhail coming.
Thank you. I'm glad the way you control the program. Lord, they allocate time properly because I get a lot for also talk about. Now, I like the conversation this morning. It is becoming brutally frank because the fact of the matter is we do this for God and country. Certain thing and they we not just need for do and for protect with government them, but we for think about the welfare maximization of the people. When Moses Mambo start for talk, he say a lot of things that we are completely disagree with. He say waiting me they say different from the facts, but at the end of the day, waiting at the facts, I know able get and clearly from waiting me they say. I mean, because me no say waiting they say informed by data, figure, and proper analysis. So now the fact at the state. Number 2, it's say now private people and the import fuel not to government. But let me bother no say now government they determine the price. Now private people the importer, but now government they determine the price. For some private people and say for the import and fuel, like you want to sell at a price where go be reasonable and where the stock then go down quick and then go buy back and cancel. But government they say no. There was a time when I follow one gas station been there around this region. Where them be they sell 24, where the other one be they sell 25. Most people where they go up country, Zala, and they go park for buy gas. Then put them behind them seriously. Say government they in charge of price control. So now government they determine the price. Not to the individuals the way they bring the fuel, they determine the price. This now a global and political commodity. Law know that they clearly. My brother say same statement about America, not also correct. Now if they talk about the gallon of fuel, me they talk about liter. Anybody can check. From 0.74 to $0.77. Less than $1 per liter. Now so then they sell. So anybody can check down there now and prove me right or wrong. It's talking about IMF conditionalities. Lord no say IMF.
You
not
say
government and IMF.
Subsidy.
Yeah.
Trillion subsidy.
No, they can't talk the subsidy. But Lord talk about IMF small. IMF not to Sierra Leone no more day. IMF now global institution. Now we need for no say wait to make they establish IMF in 1944. We actually commenced operation in 1945. Now for camp prevent an economic disaster will be happen at the world in 1930. There was a serious economic disaster in the world. So the world decided this not for happen again. I make them establish the International Monetary Fund when IMF. And IMF don't succeed in the mandate. You know what the IMF they do? IMF they help government technically. IMF they help for structure government economically so that we go get economic growth. IMF they contribute to government but boku things for alleviate poverty. So IMF now they can institute policies them where they increase poverty on the people. It rests on government policies. Certain things in the way IMF tell you, if you think say you're not in the interest of your people, them, you go also tell them say no, you're not in the interest. Now when President Bio came, President Koma advised him very seriously about poverty alleviation, about subsidies. Yeah, one thing I can always make reference to now this subsidies and poverty alleviation. This time President Koma in note to President Bio, will be the hand over the country to him. It tells us say although we have become more liberal as the world modernizes, the All People's Congress, the party whose ticket I got elected in 2007 and 2012, was founded on a platform of socialism. Therefore, upon my election in 2007, I did not abandon the APC core belief that governance must be predicated on the importance of efforts to minimize the burden of poverty on the population, expand access to the common man and woman, and do everything possible to leave no one behind. Against this foundation, and much to the displeasure of some of our valued partners, my government refused, listen up, my government refused to end government subsidies in various sectors. You understand? Let's just pause there. Now, one of the things the government do, we make fuel price go up. Remember, we be the sell fuel 3,500, we increase it to 6,000, we left at that point. For now, we can get an alarming increment to 18,000, go to 22, 25, go to 20. Now, because government know they handle subsidies well, now government they determine the price. Sometimes the dealers they don't even want the price where government they instruct them for sale. They want sell below that. So long we know come, mislead with people there about IMF. IMF de Liberia. Now IMF de Liberia.
Government instead want to foresee the price of fuel go up because you mentioned the dealers they want to put them down.
Government get percentage. Government gets what they gain. One thing first, what this government do. Yeah, we all need to know how government they generate money. That they generate money for boku things. One, for recurrent expenditure. Waiting government they spend on a daily basis. Recurrent expenditure can also include salaries and wages. When government increase taxation per boku things and then change the economic policies, now for let government generate boku money. Even the one the way they pull container na key, trading be 24 loans, 25, 26. Now it pass 100 loans for pull one container. Some people then can gain another money then container then they go demurrage. We need for know that day. Boku businessman and the vex because of the increment and so the subsidies now government be removal per fuel will make it go up. Now they talk about IMF. Why IMF not go advise Liberia let they sell 32 in a way compare the exchange rate? It's about 20 per liter. Where would they sell 32? We need for know that clearly. Again, my brother talk about Edmond Abu saying that the opposition for the walkout in parliament for them kind here. Yeah, say the opposition not just they work out for political reasons, for things that we don't agree with, we government want to take. You know, to a very large extent, yes, the opposition for putting foot down, because you are elected to also protect the welfare of the people. It is not just about protecting your interests as a political party. I agree. To a very large extent, the opposition don't debate very seriously. But when it is simple majority, when it comes to vote, it is not 2/3 majority. The incumbent, they always get away. So it is not that the opposition is conniving with government for wreak burden on the people of this country. That is not the situation. So me believe say, like how all those states, the war just commence. We don't begin get alarming increments on fuel price. If this war continue, it will get far-reaching implication on we as Sierra Leoneans. So waiting government for go back now the drawing board, review them prices of fuel, and make sure say they revert. Now go back to the 28.5.
All right, make a come to
because the justifications are always Moses advance as to why government the increment and even the 3 loans when they say government is subsidized. I doubt.
All right,
I really doubt if the government is subsidized at 3 loans.
Make a come to Edmond. Edmond, we expect what if this war prolong further? We expect the cost of fuel to go up.
Of course, devastating to the entire world. Like just take the two, like waiting Mikalo they say, you know, these two guys are my like younger brothers. the 3% where they talk about is wrong. Government no subsidize no 3%. Just that no more fear long up big time. And then wait till they come. And then when Michael they talk about my brother Eka with this point of look, the opposition or just the energy Michael with the opposition where you party they take in a parliament. You understand? Like then thing like they when they say mobile tariff don't go up, this and that. I wish the energy we then take for Abukabu, where they take for the Secretary General, you see them come them protest, this and that. If they can just if Abukabu then kind, can just do one for people away vote for an akafable on a lokomasama. Salon will be a better place. But they need to do them. And this is a disservice, Mikhailo. This is very, very bad. From when they go to parliament, I'm the co-chair for parliament. They like thing the way they affect Sierra Leoneans. Edmond Ambo can protest, don't go arrest me. But if Mikhailo protest, they arrest him. He get with. Me not get with. Because he get party BNM. Me not get party BNM. Me not funtoba. You understand? So when APC make like say it, you know most of SLPP walk out. SLPP they criticize APC back to back. You know what SLPP they do? Like when Edmond can talk so the decision, JJ Safari the decision like in party office. With I don't vam. They take some part of which I don't talk. They add up and they own and come against the government. These are the things they what they expect the APC. So because they get weight, we not get weight. You understand? So therefore the walkouts when data go up, it come up from 60 to 100. You see them come out. You see them protest. They not do them. And then that come to Moses Mambu. This idea what did they talk about? Say government just like when Mikhailo
say government subsidized millions.
They're not subsidized. In fact, they even add part of the infrastructure. Mikhailo is perfectly correct. Libya fear ledon. Libya and this.
I think it's 11 leons difference.
Now Imperial gallonage Libya they use. Then they still use that old gallonage system. Where they see the metric system when a liter. You understand? So waiting at the takeaway. Waiting me they beg the government. Once I will agree with the government, the increment will don't take place at the world market. For instance. 40% do not increase, and so I commend the government for that. But the thing I hate for see, now that formula, maybe sometimes they may come, Moses Mambu they may come say, okay, in fact, fear be supposed to go for 40% increment. You put in that percentage, so me until I'm a full go understand, it will be better. But what you then do? And what did they do?
But if the cost not reflects on the global fuel cost, perhaps it's because of the government subsidies.
If forget the pass-through effect, I know understand.
I'm saying if you not reflects like the 40% increase globally.
Good.
I
like the argument today. That's supposed to be the argument. But what did they do now? Then go to the infrastructure cost. Then go add by that component. And they give you the figure. And this Mozimambo they don't understand. Oh. Now gaslight. Even fully bad all they talk. They need to see because. Even the economics professor, we they take with time the cost examine and figure out each line by line. Okay. You understand? Say, look what you do. If I'm lying, just wait no more. Go watch my Facebook page today. You just see if I giving you waiting the ink, waiting the move. So that is not correct. They're not supposed to that they be supposed to do. Check left hand because the driver the way for change now the exchange rate, the freight when I item 2 at the gear. So for let them can they talk say no they subsidize 3%. Let them just tell me say if the government can tell me say Moses Mamuna change on analysis if say in fact this fuel for don't go up to 30, 35, but we make us so I go agree. But you know we don't go church down. In fact, the one of the sad thing Moses Mamuna want to take this as assignment again. As at June, family when I check at the Gilmara, you know almost now the price of petrol per metric ton now 700. Now if you check almost now the price of petrol now. When this Amus corridor non closed, now 680 something. So what? So what is the deal? It's very funny. Juno 2025 now be 700 now and 7 almost be the per liter 25 litres now. I mean now this batch almost now the way you look at this not to me figure now PRA they won't figure now 600. I mean look at the first formula now look at the first line. We talk about the cost of the product that plat Mara the first line of the formula just watch out. You understand? Now 600 and something. So it then below almost then be supposed for when almost they said last year, June 2020, when they fear they 25. And this is the interesting part. What did they play? Because they get tax component they will play between the money and the Minister of Finance.
So like Kanto, Mambu, get anything for response to? It's a government not subsidized at all.
And I hope so you go
according to Edmond.
And I hope so you go
government not subsidized.
And I hope so you go give me the time.
Yes.
Because you don't go to them back and forth, and I hope say you go give it the time. So first of all, I want me Edmond Abuno say I was involved in the pricing formula set up in a salon, the setting up of the plat. Every single item with the every single I talk about the review with the SLPP government kind of power. Every single item under the plot and the pricing formula for salon as Sabiam. I know waiting every line item represent. But I come to that side. Make a reply to my brother Mikhailo, where he say government control Aminata. Because we government be set the cap, Aminata be the sell below the cap. He say government run at Aminata for S and up. Then they not true. And it's important before you can talk on the sector, make you really try to understand the sector very well. When you understand when you understand the sector, moderator, am I protected?
Go ahead.
Yeah, because I not get that for that.
Go ahead.
Am I protected? Am I protected?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. He say government tell the one day because government I tell una say government what you will do now for set the cap. As long as you sell under the cap, it's up to you. Government not to control you for sell waiting you don't want for sale. As long as you not pass the cap. But he say government force petrol station the way they be the sell below for go up. And I know say Ed Moabu we there we na the CSO na the sector self go to tell and say down they not to true. Waiting happen for saying a government force for say Arikam. Please Arikam. Do you Arikam? Do you Arikam? If we will not talk, I sit down quiet, I listen. For make debate interesting, not what you do as Sabian, but not to down they are careful because what you will deal with is very complex and hinge on the lives of we people. So we get for taking serious. What I want let people they know, government they set the cap. Like right now we petrol na 32. If you want for sell 10 Leon per liter, that is up to you. As long as you're able for bring them, not to government they do that.
Well, how is government encouraging these people to sell them below that
because
cap price?
Because we don't liberalize the market. What would they do? Now for set the cap. Cap na a price what we set for make you not pass on. So you can sell below and it don't they happen. Even when fuel go 28, petrol station and they will sell on 26. Waiting happen and like where QCell been come, where they talk about mobile company just now, where QCell sets the price. The other mobile companies then go back to the player, the sector player, when a NAT come say, no, if we QCell come and sell below, you understand the market price, they would they sell this, then they point business for we. So now within the OMC, the SSF, now they run NATA, the other OMC they inside. Now within the politics they play. Not to government, they go tell Zara say, because we don't set on 32, they sell 26, S and up. No, now politics they play within the OMC, the SSF, now they the politics they play. Where they force them. So that statement where Mikhailo make say, now the government they force Zara for ace the price up. Now the government determine the price. It said now government Mikhailo now government they set the cap. Government now they set the cap. What in government do? Now the cap is set. If fine, so government sets the cap. If Zara wants sell 26, that is up to him. Then they know they up to government again. If Zara sell 34, where government don't say 32, then you get problem with government. Ed Moabu waits to go, I farm down there to you. But not to government they tell Zara because they fear 32. If Zara the law is already enforced, the law is set at 32. The law is set at 32. Government don't announce price, say the price fear for price is 32. If Zara sell 25, government know they run at you know they are other where fear be there 27. Man they be they sell 22. Not also one PX station I see in the video say una look they were they sell 22. Government ever go harass them? Government no you get me? Government no ever go harass them. What's in they happen now within themselves inside the sector. You understand? Because before SLPP they can have power, they know say 75% of the sector now NPB the controller. So all the others, AFAF importer them, now NPB the controller. Now then they set the agenda of how you for sell and how you the import. But because liberalization don't take place, now make you they see now, even though government sets the cap, but you they see petrol station that they sell way below the cap. You understand, eh? And why then they sell below the cap? La also educate Mikhailo on Dandy. That they sell below the cap, and they tell you, what now, what you make? No, you don't sabi the sector. You don't know the sector. No, they educate you on this sector. You don't sabi this. Okay,
sabi and pass you far.
No, you don't sabi. No. Let's speak to the issue. No, you don't sabi. Okay, let's speak on the section. Let's speak on the sector. No, let's educate you on that day. You know sabi. Okay, moderator, am I protected? Let me get the podium. Moderator, am I protected? Moderator, am I protected?
Guys, gentlemen.
Moderator, am I protected?
What you talking about?
Moderator, am I protected? Moderator,
Okay.
am I
Okay.
protected?
Let's just respond.
Moderator, am I protected? If you know they control the program, this is the APC for you. Let me get the podium. If you're able to control the podium.
Gentlemen, please, let me get
But if you're
order.
able to control the program,
Let me get order, please.
if you're not able to control the program, then
All right,
go.
you know what? Let's go.
No, but if you're able to control the program, if you don't add the
So you go get time for respond. You go respond to that. You go respond to them very soon.
What you tell me you should respond?
Yeah, Minkailu, please. Give me a minute,
talk?
please.
I know they talk. What you tell me you should respond?
You go respond to them very soon, Minkailu.
If I educate you on the sector, where you don't sabi, then
okay,
listen. Am I
okay.
protected?
Mambu,
No, am I
Mambu,
protected?
he say make you not tell him see the educate him. So just
No, I dey educate
just
am
say
because
it
you don't
again.
know the sector. You don't sabi the sector. I dey educate am because you don't know nothing about the sector. You don't sabi the sector.
All right.
If you don't sabi the sector,
Okay,
get for
okay,
sit down,
let's
let
go.
the one wey sabi am, let
Let's go
educate
for a
am.
very short
You
break.
don't
It's
sabi
still
the
there with
sector.
it.
I'm involved in the sector. I sabi am in so many ways. In so many ways, I'm involved in the sector.
All right, so let's go now for a very
Yes,
short
I'm
break.
making
It's still there with the
point.
Epic Morning
I'm
Show.
involved in
Stay with
the
us.
sector. Okay, so am I protected?
This time we come to this alone. So we know it's not the team, the man then fits come together. Cause no other person no come for mix alone past we. Listen to the lyrics, the message, learn some lesson and get some blessing. Go to altar we for Yegi, then they shoot and they loot. The man they don't die, cause them picking they cry. The problem just a pile, nobody know the smile. And because you talk just a double, people they grumble. Say they not go able, they continue stable, waiting for do. Now for stop the vets, make use of waiting we get, forgive and forget. Those when we country is alone. So we know it's not the team, the man then fits come together. Cause no other person no come for mix alone past we. Listen to the lyrics, the message, learn some lesson and get some blessing. Go to altar we for Yegi, then they shoot and they loot. The man they don't die, cause them picking they cry. The problem just a pile, nobody know the smile. And because you talk just a double, people they grumble. Say they not go able, they continue stable, waiting for do. Now for stop the vets, make use of waiting we get, forgive and forget. Those well a bit of medicine, so we go well. With God and blessings, alone go well. That's in the work go day, and then go they pay. Then big businessman go calm, so we said we calm. Workman go only tool, we can go to school. We go travel up and down, let's go painting at home.
All right, Mambu, just go ahead. Mambu, all right, it's okay. Minkailu, Mambu, go ahead.
Okay, so what I be decide for see? We are saying make I educate them. It's simple.
No, Minkailu,
When-
Mambu, please not mention the word again, educate, because now that's bring this particular issue. So, Minkailu, you go respond to him very soon, Minkailu. Give me a minute. Minkailu, out of respect for Epic Radio and me, please just give me a minute. Yes, Minkailu. Yes, Mambu.
This is the behavior of the APC. I understand that.
Minkailu. Guys,
Okay,
we won't forget conversation.
PPRC
We won't
they
forget
take note,
conversation or not.
All right, PPRC they listen
Yes,
you. They go
just
get
go
to
ahead.
you. No worry.
Go ahead.
Two
Yes.
things. Oh, no worry. They go get to you. Two things. Waiting make for example Zara.
Minkailu, please.
Waiting
Yes.
make for example Zara.
Mi-
Waiting make for
Minkailu,
no worry no more. They go get to you.
Go
Waiting make
ahead.
for example Zara. They sell below the cap. Waiting make they sell below the cap. Make I educate the public. Two things. Number one, the profit we them for make per liter, then the sacrifice it with the reducer. You understand? Because when you look the plot, when you read the plot clearly, you get say where certain amount they within the plot, I think na 6 or 7.6 or 7, where na in the profit where the petrol station they make. Now within the OMC they do that in your profit if you make per liter, na in the pool sum. The pool summer. Some they make 90 cents, some they make 1 leon. Then go say okay if I they make 90 cents, I they reduce and now they take 40 cents. The 30 cents la reduce, la sacrifice am. The distribution cost that they reduce am for themselves by themselves. So now it makes some petrol station they sell less, some petrol station they sell more. So that one denying. Let's come back to the IMF. It talk about IMF. Now, we in a developing country. Most of our agenda in this country, Sierra Leone, most of our fiscal expenditure. Now the development partners then are the give money. Would they take money from IMF? IMF just in fact right now IMF the inside country. They try for review all we process for we extended credit facility because 3 months ago they give we $75 million for pump into the economy. So because of that one day, there are a lot of economic activities where IMF they control. For example, where APCB day, where they be the subsidized fuel, then IMF fall out. What to make IMF be the say, make we not subsidize fuel. And Moabu where they are, it don't go to a lot of IMF meetings where IMF they talk about the reasons why government not for subsidize fuel. If government they subsidize fuel, you know that they benefit? Not a we, me and you where they gonna pump, they buy 10, 20 liters at Moabu.
We know the benefit.
No, we know the benefit. The one the way they benefit, where government subsidize, the one the way they benefit greater, now the big company there. Where they buy millions of liters a day, now then they benefit more than we, the pedestrians.
So Sierra Leoneans them go prefer for buy expensive than cheap.
No, Sierra Leoneans prefer for buy. No, but no, we are not in at the wall at the camp.
Because if government subsidize, then it will be cheaper than the market for
yes,
ordinary
Sierra Leoneans. If government continue for subsidize, the people
the cost of transport goes to go down. Another thing, Step.
If you listen to me,
yes,
like I give other panelists and platform, people can go understand. I don't say IMF care for developing countries and they work with countries them for remove them under poverty. One way for let them they happen now for make sure say you improve your domestic revenue mobilization. IMF they work with governments around the world for improve the domestic revenue mobilization so that you will be in a position where you go able for service your debt. And IMF they only give you money when they see say you they in the position for service you debt them where you they owe, then they know say you get a proper reserve, then they go come in and see how they go boost you up in terms of your fiscal expenditure. Two things. One, in 2016-17, IMF pull out because after they don't do the analysis, Edmo Abu Sidoya, you know a lot about how IMF they operate. Now, when IMF check the ratio, when government subsidize fuel, and then see say the company then big company there, they benefit more from the subsidy where then are profits and they make, that they benefit more than the people. Me and you where they go to a petrol station buy 20 liters, 30 liters, not only they benefit greater. The company there where they buy millions of liters a day, now they benefit in a greater number when IMF subsidize. So now I make IMF be suggest say, in order for us to continue for service with that, make we pull subsidy. All government where IMF they work with. Then they talk about Liberia. One of the things where they talk about Liberia we are not able to do, because importation of fuel depending on foreign exchange rates. Now foreign currency they use. So one of the things where you not talk, where they compare, where they draw a comparative analysis between Salone and Liberia, and not able to equate the United States dollar, which is a legal tender in Liberia, to that of the Liberty, which is the local currency in Liberia. So when you want to draw analysis between a country, check the exchange rate between the dollar and the Liberty in Liberia. Of course, the US dollar is a legal tender in Liberia, so then they use that. So now so you do a comparative price analysis. Now so you do a comparative price analysis. And finally, it mentioned America petrol price right now by liter. I want me brother know say America not they sell petrol by liter. America they sell petrol by gallon. So if you draw an analysis comparing America, they do that analysis day by liter. Somebody go say, okay, well, where APC can of power, they meet petrol 3,000 lion per gallon. Edmo Abo is where I know. So we pack about the left petrol now be 3,000 lion per gallon, and a 5 liter and I make 1 gallon. Somebody go say, well, where APC the left power, the left petrol 30,000 per liter. Not so sir, because they left for 6,000 lion per 1 liter. So if you put 5, it means that they left for 30,000 lions per gallon, where they inherit at 3,000 lions. So you know the rates and so. America, they sell petrol per gallon, not by liter. So if you want to do a comparative analysis between Salone and America on how they sell fuel, 2 weeks ago, I tell you, see the average price of fuel in America now been $2.40. Today, like how many you they talk so? Use your phone, let you check out. The average price of fuel in America now $3.45. So meaning over 40%.
Okay.
Even though America they produce fuel, even though America get one of the largest refinery in the world, but still the fuel shoot up. So what am I saying? Government is concerned on waiting they happen. Most of the things that were in the pricing formula, now things that where even the development partners were involved to set up. Edmo Abu knows say, they set up the plat. The price we will refer to as pricing formula. IMF did it, World Bank did it, not to something where they do na Bondo Bush. No, not to thing where they do, not to thing where they do na at the camp.
We don't invite you, Edmo.
Listen. Not to think whether they do na Bondo Bush, not to think whether they do na society bush. This is the thing where they in the known with the development partners and the Mwabu know that they say Salone by himself not able for set. So for we want and lab put this last point. Wrap up Moses. Two things. Government they assure the public say President Biodo Institute, since day before yesterday, that every week, for the first time going forward, every week going forward now, Ministry of Finance, the CSO, development partners, the OMCs, every week they for meet going forward for able for review what's in the happen at the world market, and then for able for review what's in the happen locally on the price.
Minkailo, quickly.
Thank you very much. Firstly, you see where they get a civilized conversation. Me no go sit down and say like educate Moses Mambo, because now big man. At least I for show some respect. You don't understand. I go say wetin Mambo say. I get a contrary view.
Okay.
Me get a different opinion. Or I put it this way. But to say like educate is sound insulting. Now that make I respond directly. Yeah. Now let's start with America. And not just sit down they talk. Yes, America they sell by gallon. Even Liberia now by gallon. But when they do pricing formula now the world, when they talk about gasoline prices, global pricing formulas. Now you get countries, you get the last price of the gasoline or fuel, then you get the previous price, then you get the unit. Yeah. Now look, you get Indonesia when at 0.06 and still is $0.06. You get Saudi Arabia when at 0.62. Now it still is 0.62. But look count to America, United States of America. Yeah, this is the refined. And about liter, watch out. This is now liter they put out. You don't say now by liter they put out. So the money what they sell by gallon, now they divide by 5. Forget liter, because now 5 liters make 1 gallon. So I not just sit down the talk. I they do thorough research before I can sit down and talk. Because I not say now the public will they talk to. And for let them take you serious, some people and the way sit down where they check what you they talk, then they fact check you. If you can't mislead them, next time when you open your mouth for talk, they know they even listen to you. So now we know that they clearly. Even though now by gallon then they sell, like Liberia, but then they divide them by the number of liters where they make 1 gallon and then determine the price. And that now the price will communicate here.
And we compare a more cheaper than the one at Salone.
It's cheaper than the one at Salone. Even Liberia, now the universal currency what they use every sign of the world. And no say Sierra Leone, I mean, we they use dollar now. You go say we not the user like Liberia they use them. Yeah? But you go to bank, you get your foreign account, you they put dollar, then you take dollar. Liberia, then they use $1, $2 in the streets, they buy water $1, anything you want to do, they do dollar, just like how they do Liberty. But the pricing formula now are compared to the dollar because now in Salone they use Liberia they use. So I not consider Liberty in this case. Now we also know that clearly. Again, it says if government subsidize, not to we the benefits. It beats my imagination. When government not subsidize, no. We the benefit largely. We as citizens the benefit largely. Where government subsidize. Because can you imagine the prices of basic commodity where fuel go up no way to go up skyrocketedly. So you want to tell me say we not the benefit? Where me brother they pay 120 loans from Kenema to Freetown. Now then they pay 170 loans. Where they come out Kabbalah they pay 140, 150, now they pay 200. See I affect the ordinary man. Where be they pay 15 loans from Lumley to Joy, now they pay 20 loans. He say not to be the effect. Now we the effect. And if they reduce our transportation, they reduce now the benefit. I agree that bigger companies, because of the quantity of fuel, then they benefit more. I agree that's idea. So waiting government for do, government for put different price for them. So waiting the ordinary man they buy, how Okada man and they buy fuel, how taxi drivers and they buy. The companies that will register with the country, therefore control them mining companies, how them for buy for different from we the ordinary citizens. Now that government for do. But we all know for buy at the same level. Because if we buy at the same level, it affects we on a daily basis. It make prices of basic commodity they there. This time Ramadan for crying out loud. In fact, sugar don't there, pepper don't there, everything at market, oil, even plantain don't there. Everything, because them back they put as in the transport will be the pay for good counter, they don't increase them. So they say they can't put them for their own commodities the way they sell. What they sell, and they affect we as citizens very seriously. We need to know that clearly. Now this thing about PPRC go call me. Now PPRC not go call me for any kalo talk. Because PPRC, they only call you when you make statements, where you get the tendency for incite the public to violence. But if you say something about me, I respond. You cannot intimidate me with state institutions. No. I know waiting at the act of PPRC. So I have worked for PPRC. They understand waiting at the mandate. I they talk within the confines of the law. I know they say anything for actually disturb the peace of the country. So I am not intimidated by those institutions.
All right.
Again, when we they represent political parties, who for no say, where we in our governance, we get for go opposition. In 2028, the SLPP go opposition. When in the opposition, Moses go still be National Publicity Secretary. Where I go sit down for the address, I'm not going to intimidate our state institution. Let us talk on the issue.
All right. But Moses Mambo, I don't know if you buy fuel this morning with the camera Epic Radio. Because we get intel, Maladona SS Camp, for example, and NP, people are saying they sell fuel this morning. They say there is shortage in fuel. In as much as you say we increase the price, so we will actually get a time frame, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks for sale.
Well, and it depends on who side the fuel source they come out. The imports are where they deal with them. But that now something that the way I go is. But make I just allay me border in fears that SLPP get for go now opposition. With all what they see they happen. Say democratically this SLPP way they so now. This SLPP way they so now I just they respond. This SLPP way they so now opposition far from we. That make when situations like this they happen. We don't want to politicize them. Okay, waiting they happy with fear, not to something we for politicize. When it comes to politics, we only count to report card to the people. And would I play in Cardwell and campaign under the democratic space where the constitution give in a salon?
Okay.
By the end of November 2028, we go know who that get for Occupy State House.
Edmond,
then they not to team for law begin talking loud.
Edmond,
that number firstly, I want for Moses Mambo. I wish on a government for the invite me one time. Like I remember in 2005, Nameka they always they pay gratitude and give it to people like John Benjamin, will be there as finance minister. But I didn't say these guys were young guys. I mean, they are now Sabido, my small brother. I get so much respect and they pray that this halala way between the loan and they make come again. Please, at least una get a long way for go. Haras na a very good guy. Mambu Sef na a very good guy. So lost it. So first thing first, I hope and pray say that intelligence way the giso. Moses Mamona, pay attention to that intelligence because this now so they start. It possible say that price they not get appetite for them. Now so they create. Now so they start.
So they
for
keep
squeeze. Yes, for squeeze the government. But the last time I checked, they sell them this year. So why them for day, not for sale? Then like put this thing again into context. They when Minkailo be the gate, Aras be the gate. Ayeri where they talk say President Nkrumah. Look, Aras, most of what you get over now just literature. President Nkrumah never liberalize the sector. One of the things where they talk about, you see them, the two parties they talk about subsidy. Now, what did APC do? The excise it where IMF they be and then put on zero, then they inflate another part now the formula infrastructure costs. Now they made them fall out. Now then they say they subsidize. No, they're not subsidized. In fact, they still get they keep the tax components them where they inside the formula and they deploy them from time to time. So this issue where IMF they say like address again, for the benefit of the public. Moses Mambo, the issue of IMF not ever develop any country, Moses Mambo. I don't work with IMF for 20 years. I've been a convener at Washington for CSOs the worldwide. IMF, the Brits and Woods Institution. In fact, now they count when you talk about the war, when they call the structural adjustment program. So Moses Mambo, these are the things that be the advice the APC, they not be the take. When I say, oh, no, because IMF praise you, not me to say do well. Not satisfy IMF and hurt you people. No. You do that, you're in danger. Now, so they don't create problems now. Many parts of you see that
IMF recommends not for remove taxes. They're not for putting subsidies for fuel. So they're not going to pull subsidies because IMF says so.
No, let me tell you something. Even the subsidy they talk about, then negative than they. Now one side of it, you need to work all over. We're in a poor country. This is not what I don't fair with IMF now Washington from 2009. What they go in America. Say, oh, the subsidy, the benefits, the private people. Minkailo will get private motorcar. Mara, that's nonsense. Look, the majority of people they use work a fine boss. So you know what say. So then Natiwo don't kill the argument they now Washington for long. So let nobody know they follow the IMF with that. And when you follow the IMF too much, you get problem.
All right, so not just
you see. No, what I mean the narrative. Say no subsidize. Subsidy is good. Then they subsidize. For the citizens in the go.
Ghana we don't develop years ago. Now then they phase out for left IMF small.
You understand? IMF
no, now they talk now, but they don't know what
for left IMF.
No, now they phase out. I know that they. No, so listen.
The IMF is not good.
We no.
So
we not developing country.
Ghana not
no, I can't. No, we not developing country. Okay, the things say, oh, don't suffer. You understand? for senseless war and with development, Ghana not so far ahead. So let me tell you, when IMF, you know, go say make Salone disagree at certain point with IMF. Yes, I tell you say there are several areas where Salone they put a foot down with IMF. But when it comes to issues, when it comes to issues. Wait, can't
let me say
advise the former
no, I can't.
They not take.
No, Edmond. Like we come to issues of.
They don't save the goods.
No, wait, no. We don't go there. We not go there with IMF.
Amen.
We come to debt services. Salon owe IMF money. Not to today we owe IMF money. Not to SLPP can owe IMF money. Salon as a country owe IMF money and other players there. IMF now the financial regulator of the world. So if they say you do something where they put your country at risk. For you default on your international debt, then they come in and they advise.
Okay,
and one of the things
right, so you know what we go do? We don't.
IMF one. Time we will come back.
So we will get a special conversation on this. But Edmond, I think now 1 minute.
Yes,
1 minute has to be wrap up.
Now I talk to the keke man them, the drivers them. The Minister of Transport need to go overdrive. They need to go hard because a lot of them they take advantage. The Okada man them. This not to the time this. Mr. President, you Minister of Transport need the work. Transport me the SLPTA, the regulation need the work. Do you they need for now the time this way they need for monitor. Logos be they do them under APC. Situations like this, they cannot be gone. But never. And one of the things they want to lack about the Minister of anything where they say feel can't do, then they put they go talk, say, then they put on. So this at the time this way we want for let the Minister of Transport. Let them come and walk and make sure say and monitor the parks them look at the vehicle because imagine when fuel come out from 30 Mara all there they come to 25 for let Kenema 3 ton to Bo 120 Makeni they don't even put it down. Why? Because we get weak regulation, weak transport.
Okay, Menkailu, 1 minute has to be wrap up.
Very much. You see, much is being said about IMF. The people that will listen, we go really want to know this IMF. Let's just give them this short paragraph here. The IMF support developing countries by providing financial assistance to manage balance of payments crisis, offering policy advice to ensure economic stability, and conducting capacity development in bracket technical assistance to strengthen institutions. These programs often aim to reduce poverty, manage inflation, and foster sustainable economic growth. So IMF not to correct poverty on the people, but rather not for reduce poverty. IMF they assist government, they even give government money. So certain policies then they not so IMF they impose on government and government self they impose them policies and they on the people. We need to know that clearly. But by and large, this increment in fuel will therefore, the war between America and Israel versus Iran, it just commenced. We pray that let this war end before we say Jack Robinson, otherwise not problem globally, not only for Sierra Leone. We also need for no say the increment very unreasonable, realistic, is skyrocketing. Government need for go now the drawing board back. Transportation, now I'm concerned, it don't increase. The one that will be repaid today for Komo Kenema for Cam, they don't add 40 loans. Kabbalah for Cam Freetown, if now 160 be the pay, now 200, they don't have 40 loans. McKinney, if now 120 be the pay for Cam Freetown, now 150, they don't have 30 loans. All land they know to government Adam. And then where government they increase fuel price, government for also pinpoint and determine transportation fare. If you left on to the drivers, the riders, then go just they put the burden on the people unreasonably. Government will just increase a bit, but the transportation what then they add is also very alarming. Then they make basic commodities there. And this time fast month there, we want to complete this Ramadan in peace. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum.
Okay, so I want to make citizens understand say government they monitor closely within they happen now the global fuel price market. We meet every week for make a review the OMC them, but I also want let citizens understand say the buying and importation of fuel not get nothing for do with government. Fuel sector is a private sector, private people, private business people them. Now then they import petrol for come to this country. Governments they do everything possible for alleviate the strain of we citizens. We save the film, petrol before don't go, fuel for don't go 36 Leon by now, but with government intervention we able for press the OMC them for make the fuel day 32 as at the world market today. We will continue for monitor down there and we will come back to the public. This government is known for let something go up a can down. Remember when the corona hit, let's go up to 1,300. Today rest now 620 per bag. So we know for down they say if something go up, when that price they come down globally, we save the put and down as a government. They know we for down they know say the SLPP government.
So if you go down today, tomorrow,
if you go down today, they assure the public say with the system where the president don't put in place and the government, fear go down today, they assure the people of Sierra Leone say the SLPP government go put and down back because we care about the people, we care about what's in the people.
Quickly, up comments coming in on Facebook. Musa E. Auna saying we're now paying 70 leons from Bo to Kenema. This is worrisome. Emmanuel Auna sides in Kenema. Mohammed Kamara saying, Mambu, with all the hardship in the country, you guys still talking about winning the 2028 elections? My God. Other comments coming in, Mr. Moses. Okay, not take that. Peter by Bangura saying, but Mambu, you say APC left 1 gallon as 30 leons, which is way cheaper than a single liter in this regime. Amadou Wuri Jalo on Facebook saying, I think governments for subsidized fuel because of big companies are not fair to this country. They are part of Sierra Leone development, and what makes a company close fast is fuel and salary. Alhaji Sharif on Facebook saying, Mambu, okay. So that's all for the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Up next, we'll get sports and entertainment news, plus the review of the biggest stories from yesterday with Reginald Briano Jukutu. Until then, my name is Usman Ibrahim Maratike.
This time we come to this alone. So we know it's not the team, the man then fits come together. Cause no other person who can for mix alone past week. Listen to the lyrics, the message, learn some lesson and get some blessing. To utter we for Yegi, then they shoot and they loot. The man they don't lie, but then picking.
You sabi Benjamin? I can tell you, that Solomon is first food love Dando. Papa, Benjamin don't come back home. Look where he rich and fine. Now salon here than they make them.
Epic Radio.
Always fresh and not here at all. Yes, so then they get 14 important vitamin them. When they make picking grow strong, smart and healthy. You find for big person, it make your body fresh. You don't ask for cook at all, and you they able to eat in the morning as breakfast, afternoon as lunch, even time safe as dinner. Then they mix get different type like picking mix and super mix for all ages. Remember say, then they mix in a packet and they write PLC banner. Then they mix they all sign as a low for sale. But if you want to buy plenty, we are number 44 Battle Street.
Epic Radio.
078 134 541 073 661 648 or 088 077 678. Benny Mix, grow strong, grow smart.
Some moments can call for calm, others can demand for energy. And
Epic
with Karel,
Radio.
you get the best of the two worlds. For tea lovers them, Karel Aroti Premium Blend, they deliver true quality in every
Epic Radio.
cup. The tea leaf they come out from high mountain area them. This premium black tea strong, natural and full of character. It will give you one different taste and fresh feeling. We go deal with you all day. With 100 tea bag na every pack, you go always get more for enjoy and safe for share. Karel Aroti. Feel the freshness of nature in every sip. And when you need energy for power your day, just take Aro Cafe. Made from 100% pure premium coffee. Aro Cafe, rich and gets fine smell. One
Epic
cup will help
Radio.
you stay energetic and active all day. Quick for share and good for any time and any side. Two great choices and one trusted name. Karel with a bring premium tea and coffee for every environment.
You sabi Benjamin? I can tell you, that Solomon is first food love Dando. Papa, Benny Mix don't come back home. Look where he rich and fine. Now salon here than they make them. Now he make it always fresh and not here at all. Yes, so then they get 14 important vitamin them. When they make picking grow strong, smart and healthy. You find for big person, it make your body fresh. You don't ask for cook at all, and you they able to eat in the morning as breakfast, afternoon as lunch, even time safe as dinner. Then they mix get different type like picking mix and super mix for all ages.
Epic Radio.
Then they mix in a packet and they write PLC banner. Then they mix they all
Epic
sign as a
Radio.
low for sale. But but if you want to buy plenty, we are number 44 Battle Street, Freetown, or call on 078 134 541 073 661 648 or 088 077 678.
Sometimes then when things they go wrong in the community and people they keep quiet. But for keep quiet, not to fix the problem. Now that's make Epic Radio they bring to you blowing the whistle. Blowing the whistle like a radio show who say ordinary people them go talk about what's in really they happen. Now then community them. When are from bad road, no water, poor service, unfair treatment and corruption. So now this show where they call out things them respectfully and honestly. And when something good they happen, where people they make progress and real change in their life, we also they talk button. This now you chance for like you speak up and follow the hear your voice and follow you ask questions when they go answer. Whether you live in a town or a village, whether you young or you a woman, or whether you a community leader or a concerned citizen, this show now for you. We not just they talk and forget, we they follow up with the issue, so something happen.
Epic
Blow the
Radio.
whistle, your voice, your community, your power, only on Epic Radio 99.3 FM.
Updates this morning that we start off with the Formula One as Max Verstappen don't they compete for the 24 hours race. So the four-time F1 Formula One world champion go race now the numbering 24 hours in May. And George Russell don't take pole now the Australia Grand Prix. So Verstappen currently they get some very bad stats, but George Russell won for announce himself as one of the best in the Australia Grand Prix. So the IBF won for withdraw sanction on Optia versus Glantin, then fight. But let's see if the World Boxing Federation, the International Boxing Federation, go withdraw the sanction when they don't put on Optia ahead of this fight. So we all know some of the ugly incidents were happening in Brazil. Outside 23 players and officials receive red cards. So this now within Hulk being say one of the captain for Gimero in Brazil say we cannot set that example because it end up having repercussions all around the world. We have a responsibility to safeguard our image and the image of the institution. So Real Madrid don't renew the partnership with Emirates till 2031, with the deal go there around 444 million euros. So the night of glory, the night of Champions League returns as Galatasaray go host Liverpool, Atalanta go play against Bayern Munich, Atletico Madrid go play Tottenham, Newcastle go play against Barcelona. And tomorrow on Wednesday, go see Bayer Leverkusen go play Arsenal, Bodo Glimt go play against Sporting CP, Paris go play against Chelsea, and Real Madrid go play against Manchester City. For this morning, all this will entertain in Sports Update.
Hello, good morning and welcome to your second edition of the entertainment news here on the Epic Morning Show. Starting here with Ghanaian rapper and entrepreneur D Black, of course, done open about his relationship with Freda Rhymes following her departure from the Avenue Music. Well, according to the rapper, say it's about time he focus on business rather than a single artist only. And Akon don't finally open up after 30 years of him hit song with Mr. Lonely. But according to him, he say plenty people only dance to the song but don't know really waiting the story behind. At that time, he been locked up and he said girlfriend when and wife now we don't married for over 30 years, but they come fair now. So he had for me timetable because there was a side chick. So it got to a time where the wife began for co-line with the side chick in time, and there the song come about, because the wave stopped for calm, and that was the really loneliness. And also congratulations to Sarkodie, even as he make history, of course, the first African rapper for fill up the Albert Hall inside London for a Rapperholic show. Well, you already don't tell me say come 2027, of course, again for take over the O2 Arena. Well, best of luck on that. And Young Lamint don't give it us a good one. So this one they call him Give a Damn, and a future Buya. Yes, Mohamed Buya. Of course, so this time plenty people they look waiting exactly how a footballer, of course, coming into the music, and plenty people want to know. And also Superstars will be on this one. So just after Friday, this song will be out. And finally this morning, straight out of the AR way, now the Afro Witness Camp, they call me Zamzam. Tomorrow Wednesday, of course, they get a new song where they do up Putin and Kim Hong. Of course, Zamzam and Lazeni Bakiteno. Let's wait on it, as tomorrow the song will be officially out. For now, this now we get for you this morning inside the entertainment basket. Me na Big Daddy.
Tell you, the Solomon in first food love dando. Baba, Benny Mix don't come back home. Look where he rich and fine. Na salon here than they make them. Na him make the always fresh and not here at all. Yes, so then they get 14 important vitamin them. When they make picking grow strong,
Epic Radio.
and healthy. You find for big person, it they make your body fresh. You don't ask for cook at all, and you they able to eat in the morning as breakfast, afternoon as lunch, even time safe as dinner. Then they mix get different type like picking mix and super mix for all ages. Members say, then they mix them a packet, and they write PLC panel. Then they mix they all sign a salon for sale. But if you want to buy plenty, your number 44 Battle Street.
Epic Radio 99.
134 541 073 661 648 or 088 077 678. Benny Mix. Grow strong, grow smart.
This Ramadan, love the travel and the blessing where you get in return. Boku, where family they oversee, they send support. Where you give zakat with clean heart. PC4 in Exchange Bureau to make us simple, fast, and get Boku reward. This Ramadan, we will share blessing with you. Anytime you receive money through we enjoy 1% cashback for all transactions. Now any PC and Sons outlet
Epic Radio
with PC4 in Exchange Bureau. No stress, no long story, just trusted service with transaction and meaningful rewards. This Ramadan, send love and receive blessing from PC and Sons Foreign Exchange Bureau.
Epic Radio
service where you defend all signers alone. Visit any PC and Sons outlet all about the country today.
When you dey waka, when you dey drive, you for the watch. All the road signs make we all safe na the road.
The Ministry of Transport and Aviation and the Sierra Leone Road Safety
Epic
Authority
Radio
SLRSA,
99.3.
no gladdy
It's so
for the way
refreshing.
manner where certain people them where they use the road, they behave. Driver and rider them. More the time where traffic can jam. Plenty pan them. More keke rider them. All the time they ride na the wrong lane where they make the traffic number flow fine.
Epic Radio.
SLRSA, they member all driver, rider and vehicle owner them say for use the route where you not get right for use. Now serious offense under the Road Traffic Act 2007 and the Road Traffic Regulation 2011. Do ya take notice of them?
Epic Radio 99.3.
Where they approve normal you for use. You for obey the sign them, marking and traffic instruction them. Make sure say you safe and the one themselves where they use the road safe. Then don't want you lonta. Now the Ministry of Transport and Aviation will join on with the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority
Epic Radio.
SLRSA and all who that the Andep and transport business bring this message to you.
When you dey waka, when you dey drive, you for the watch. All the road signs make we all safe na the road.
I hope that our visitors would listen to the song carefully, because it's true. to stop our progress with bad propaganda. I mean the foreign press. Bad things are blown out of proportion and spread all around. But the good things of the island they will never mention.
Before Foods, BM Foods, the Fala. Hello, good morning and welcome to the Epic Morning Show review segment, where they come to you on Epic Radio 99.3 FM and same also on all the social media handles them. My name is Reginald Brian Ojikutu Soya, where they bring the program to you this morning. And for help me review some of the stories and the way they make the headlines, I get James Kamaramane and also get Mohamed Toby Kagbo. Good morning, gentlemen. It's a pleasure for getting another program.
Good morning, Reginald. Good morning to our listeners, and I an opportunity for that again this morning.
All right.
Yes, good morning, Reginald. Good morning to our listeners out there. Reginald look very, very good. Very good. Very officious this morning. Anyway. Yes.
All right, so few people are not come out today. I think some of the people they're not able for do publication because of the holiday. But I'll take the one that will get me and I'll go look at it shortly. So we have Concord Times here. We get NGOs honor Sierra Leonean women on IW Week. We also get Islamic leaders' role in governance highlighted as VP Julie host Ramadan Iftar. And then we have Dr. Ibrahim Bangura and the quotes from him. He said, "I want to lead the All People's Congress, not the Some People's Congress." All right. So I think this and more are the stories that we will take, and there's a photo there of Dr. Ibrahim Bangura on the front page of the Concord Times this morning.
Independent Observer newspaper, we get to the series, part 348. Mr. President, can you talk? Another story. Information Minister received SLBC reform proposal from MRCG. Another caption there, we have Sierra Leone's women are called to lead, then punished for it. The main banner headline story: after diplomatic resolution, VP receives soldiers released by Guinea government. And the final story: as Middle East tension rise, 24 Sierra Leonean airlifted from Iran. You will see the picture of the foreign Minister of Foreign Affairs, and also we get the Vice President of Sierra Leone.
Yeah, it seems as if all of them stories and they kind of stale stories, but that's what we got from Independent Observers. And we move to Global Times this morning. Top story says Development Secretary and team visit Sierra Leone, Liberia joint border post. President Bill says my life was shaped by strong women. A photo there of the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, His Excellency retired Brigadier Julius Maada Bio. And finally, Professor David Francis launches his book today. A photo there of the former Chief Minister, Professor David Francis. All of these stories and more you will get in our Global Times.
Premier News newspaper, the main banner headline story reads, International Women's Day, NCPD calls for disability inclusive power structure. Another story, Sierra Leone's bid farewell to 26 Chinese medical team, welcome 27th badge. And the final story, Slaffers provide $207,000 to support men and women's league. Other story you will get now the Premier News newspaper.
All right, thank you so much, Mane, for reviewing the paper with me. Quickly, look at the topics that we will discuss this morning. So, Civil Society Union on call for dialogue over the appointment of Edmond Sylvester Alpha as the ECSL National Returning Officer. We also get SLPP Chairman Jimmy Batilo Songa urges party unity at strategic meeting in Freetown. And finally, Marcela Samba alleges technology facilitated gender-based violence by sitting MPs during radio discussions. All of these stories and more, we can look at this morning now the Epic Morning Show review segment, and maybe make it reach you. My name now Reginald Brian Ojikutu Soya. Gentlemen, let's start with three stories, and we get the one where we see come out from Marcela Samba. Well, we go come to that story later. Let's start off with the one we get about the National Union of Civil Society. We have them put out press statement, and they call for dialogue as the tension still there out there. The APC party still boycotting governance. So this release where them put out yesterday, the 9th, say that they call for dialogue and concern as over concern raised regarding the appointment of Edmond Sylvester Alpha as the Electoral Commission and National Returning Officer of the Electoral Commission for Salone. Now, in this release, the union expressed concern about the withdrawal of the All People's Congress Party from government function within in relation to the appointment of the new ECSL chairperson. The APC also requests that the dismissal based on allegation raised against him. Now, according to the statement where they put out, they say the allegation mainly relates to the conduct of the Koinadugu by-election. Usa Edmond Alpha and they accuse him of and say altering the final result in favor of SLPP candidate while he was serving as regional returning officer for the Northeast. And they also put the statement further note that this allegation they cause the APC party for lost confidence in Edmond Sylvester Alpha in mandate as the national returning officer. However, the union, when the Union of Civil Society Organization and activists, they then say when the umbrella body for all registered civil society organization, when activists in Salone say they want to draw the attention of President's bill for towards the serious allegation where don't be raised against Edmond Alpha. And the union also states that they believe a constructive dialogue will involve political stakeholders and international partners go help for restore trust and hope in the conduct of the 2028 election, while they also will prevent further political conflict and confrontation. So I know go through the entire release because of time and all, but let's start with Mane. Since the appointment of Edmond Sylvester Alpha, a lot of people have non raised comment, and now finally we don't see from the National Union of Civil Society Organization and activists them as well, as then they call for dialogue towards well, between the government and the main opposition. We express some grievance and they also be withdraw them elected officials from governance participation. Do you think this call from the National Union of CSO is one that is timely and the President may listening ears?
Thank you very much, Reginald. You know, certain things that can happen at Salone, you can tend to be quiet sometimes. You don't want to talk. Because sometimes when you talk, people maybe they get you very wrong or get a very wrong perspective about you. The question we want to ask about this National Union of Civil Society and Organization is whether outside them are they existing or are they existing? Because apart of Sylvester Alpha in appointment, there are so many things where they happen at the country where we expect say CSOs them for don't take them stand. So now we don't come down, they don't talk, they say now they want to get a dialogue discussion. It's good that they get a dialogue discussion with APC and SLPP, what have you. Which is good, the idea is good. But two sides don't say President Bio, they appoint this man, he go to parliament, then he take oath before President Bio. Where have they been? Put out no statement. They not put out no statement. Now where the water don't do tea, where they don't appoint the man don't go sit down in the office and now they can't talk so one dialogue. Also, would ever see an Salone say, we president don't appoint somebody, he don't go through parliament, they don't approve him, he don't take oath of office, and then they withdraw. Also, we don't see an Salone. It's never possible. So I don't feel, for me, I think this action it's maybe politically motivated, maybe just for say, just for show say, or just for maybe for stamp the relevance that the country say they are still alive. Because most Sierra Leoneans don't even believe say CSOs then still alive. And most Sierra Leoneans feel say most CSOs they don't be partisan. So for this one is this you said saying now then are the umbrella body for all CSOs we register we active we register now then are the umbrella body outside them day where the problems where they happen in this country they keep quiet outside them day where they not put press release say this man APC now this issue then get to this man or say this man may don't alter figures in Koinadugu during the 2023 election now the reason make APC they not want time so we not pass it in parliament so make we get a dialogue. Where have they been? Why not now that they come up with the issue? So they don't feel like, for me, if you say it is politically motivated, they don't feel like I want somebody to just grab and corner and say, okay, don't just try, make sure we relevant, say we are still existing. But for me, I don't feel say very timely, and President Bill will not withdraw that mandate. You see
the letter signed by the Ambassador Mohamed Lamin Sheikh, even at the National Secretary General.
Where has he been? You don't have appeared at the media.
Well, this person not signed. The president not signed.
No, so it's so
King Ba Taliban, national president, but in signature not there. If you look at it,
they not even signed.
Yes.
So you don't even force not to move one serious organization. They're not even serious about it. They are not even serious. Because if you are really serious, if you yourself CSO, when a pressure group, where una for day for the pressure of the government in things the way they happen, I think say una for don't show ourselves in so many things that will happen in the country.
Are they
And so many,
faceless?
like we have fear issue right now. Now the burning issue of Sierra Leonean, where have you been? Also una di or una not take transport or una not ride motor car. That's a serious issue. Kind of pull politics come out. Sierra Leoneans say they look up, so they look for CSO. Then now with the way people they talk say there is no CSO again. We're not partisan. So if you can't talk and say we are the umbrella body for all CSO, now we they call on say one dialogue with APC. What are you going to dialogue? But you want to ask APC say whether we withdraw the statement, or you want to President Bill say make you withdraw your appointment. Somebody don't take oath before the president. What's really on one dialogue? APC don't take the stand say they are not going to participate in governance. The government don't go ahead, they don't appoint him, and they don't pass on to parliament, they don't take oath before president, and they don't assume office. So dialogue, I want to see the angle in which this dialogue for come out. I really want to see the angle in which it for come out.
The National Union of Civil Society organizations and also activists, they put out this release, and then they call for dialogue between the government and the main opposition, All People's Congress, for see how they can able for resolve the matter and see the APC then returning back to governance. Is it a proactive move or reactive move in your opinion, Toby?
Well, for me, in the area of maybe looking at in a direction of bridging a gap or standing as a mediator between the government and the main opposition party, you might ask yourself a question that them coming is something like of too late for me, because I listen keenly with man they talk. There were a lot of issues which only happen between the ruling government and the main opposition party. We only see that kind of a proactiveness from the civil society. Mind you, the civil society for me in governance, I refer to them like an office system, like an HR, if I want to look at an office system where the main responsibility for being in need of the people. We've seen on several occasions. Some of them go to say this, some of them will say contrary to that. So the trust of civil society is also a major concern by public perception. They find out that many civil society, if they talk right now, the populace can able to identify.
Say they affiliate to this party.
Yes, we don't see all of these allegations are not so hidden secret again, they're all over. When certain civil society, particularly the one with the head, some of the civil society. And again, but it doesn't mean that because some of them not live up to the integrity as required, or some of them not even do exactly what is mandated of them for do. But not mean say if they want for bridge peace between the government and the main opposition party. But I beg for differ in some of the few words we managed to say. It happened in this country. Edmond Aka was appointed by Pakaba. He was later withdrew as the ECSL commissioner. So this is not the first time if APC won for, if APC is asking that Edmond Alpha, the same Edmond Aka was approved at the camp.
Yes,
Edmond Aka, yes, he was appointed at the camp. He was appointed.
Now we go to Parliament. He didn't take oath of office before president.
No.
He was only appointed.
Yes.
Edmond Alpha.
So this stage, this situation with
Edmond Aka was appointed.
Is quite different.
Was he? I mean, went to approval of Parliament
by the statement of Mane. It not ever be for the president appoint you. In what that it not ever be. So in my own words now that it had happened, it happened as Salon, where a president make an appointment, the same opposition party stood against that appointment.
And time for you clarify?
Stood,
clarify your own point.
Stood against the appointment of Edmond Aka, and later then change him and appoint Christian Atrop. So this is not the first time it happened as Salon.
Thank you.
So for me, because it all happened, it should be under legitimate process, like how the opposition they go. But again, I will say this like the last time where I say, if the opposition is standing for withdraw themselves from all governance activities, all government functions, what change does that really reflect? Does that reflect the interest of the people, or the action go against the interest of the people? Is the APC doing this in the favor of the APC party, or are they doing this in the interest of Sierra Leone? These are things the APC need for puts diplomatically. Let people know, say, we are not fighting this cause because of APC. We are fighting this cause because WAFO set a precedent that should not repeat. It means that the APC say this is a bad precedent, they don't want bad precedent for continuing governance. They have reasons to that. But again, are they doing this in interest of the party, or are they doing this in the interest of the country? Right. So for me, I think the civil society groups, they might be in some hot and cold system, because this is something that don't happen for far too long. From the recommendations of the tripartite, the unity agreement, I was expecting them immediately after the unity agreement, call these two political parties, engage them in dialogue, not to add the situation. Who knows whether it might change or it might not change. But for me, I think it's better to be late than never. I think they made a right call, despite the time wouldn't do them, don't really elapse.
Thank you. Mana, you want to clarify on the Edmond Aka situation?
Yes, so just for clarity again, that Edmond Aka actually was appointed by President Kaba, late President Kaba, which is true, but he never went through Parliament approval, nor did he subscribe to oath before President Kaba, late President Kaba. So in situation quite different from this one. This one, he has been appointed. His appointment was actually being informed to a letter sent to the opposition. He went to Parliament. Parliament approved him.
Committee on Appointments.
They approved the vetam, and then went to approval. Yeah. They approved him, and then he went to and when he subscribed
to oath of office
before President Bio. So it's quite two quite different situations. So now make us say no ever happen. No say President don't appoint somebody who don't take oath before him. Parliament don't approve him, and then they do him.
All right. Thank
That's
you.
Quite different.
All right, so they take this story quickly. Street Child Sierra Leone don't celebrate the success in the effort for increased access to education. As they announced during one press conference where they hold Thursday March 4, the office now Freetown. According to the press conference, they say 35% vulnerable picking them. Vulnerable picking them now Freetown and other side and don't be enrolled now schools them across all 16 districts in the country. The enrollment is part of the education for every child where the name ECT project where gets aim for bringing picking them where be don't come out na school for come back na the classroom and improve access to basic education. The project gets target for enroll 40,500 picking them by July 2026. Ivan Julius Lee been the part of the event and now go report.
The Education for Every Child Today project, now 1 4-year project, will start in July 2022 and he expects to end in July 2026. This project aims for pull picking them na street and send them back na school. More so the one them way been there na street and left because of them family no gets money for continue for send them back na school. The project they run na 3 country them way na Salone, Nigeria and Liberia, and each country they benefit about $4 million. We be update the media in his press conference. The country director for Street Child Salone, Kalfa Kagbo, talks say them they implement the project in partnership with Education Above All through them Educate a Child program with funding support from Qatar Fund for Development.
Since 2022, the project has supported the direct enrollment of over 35,000 of the most vulnerable children into primary school.
They go ahead for explain say the data where the organization released shows 52% of the beneficiaries them of the project na girl picking them, where represent 18,000 girl picking them, while close to 17,000 na boy picking them.
This reflects Street Child of Sierra Leone's deliberate effort to address gender disparity and ensure that girls who often face great barriers to education are not left behind. But enrollment into primary school alone is not enough.
They also say the project gets economic support components where they help reduce the problem of picking them where don't leave school because of poverty.
We know that poverty remains one of the biggest drivers of lack of access to education and school dropout. Through our family business for education, we call FBE in short, approximately 11,500 caregivers have received enterprise training, cash grant, tailored enterprise support to grow their household incomes.
The country director for Street Child Salon, Kelfa Kago, end up saying the initiative not a focus only for increased access to education, but they also work for improved family stability.
Strengthen household economic resilience with a focus on education, empowering women as key drivers of education continuity. This integrated approach demonstrates that when education support and economic empowerment works together, we see tangible, transformational change in the lives of those who are working with.
For Epic Morning Show, Ivan Julius Lee, the reports.
At 1xbet.sl or app, enter promo code AIMSL and receive welcome bonus up to 36,800 Riyals plus 150 free spins.
Epic Radio.
Play fast to win. It's your best chance to grab your luck with 1xbet.
You don't ready for win big money every single day? Epic Radio make them happen with Bomba Cash Out. For just 10 years no more, you can enter the draw and win big money right inside your phone. No stress, no waste time. And now so you go take joy. Dial *799*2# and choose how much tickets you want. From 1 to 10. Enter your orange money
Epic Radio.
pin and boom, now you that. You don't enter the draw. The more tickets you buy, the higher chance you get for win. And the best part is that if they pick your number, the money that goes straight inside your orange money
Epic
or
Radio.
money wallet. You don't even need for Canada station. So what do you wait for? Dial *799*2# now and continue for listening to Epic Radio. If you know one of the lucky daily winners then. For more information, call the support center on this number yaso 032-300-033. Number Cash Out, money the flow. Powered by Masslink Limited. This not a purpose to whether under 18 or so learn responsibly. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, welcome back. You still listen to the Epic Morning Show review segment. They come to you from Epic Radio 99.3 FM. And where they make it reach you this morning, my name is Reginald Brian Ojokutuso. I still get Mohamed Toby Kagbo and James Kamara Mane. Two of my colleagues they help me for review the stories where they make the headlines inside the country. Salon. Before we take another story, we get another report we can take before, but before we take that report, let's go to this one message where topic where the SLPP chairman Jimmy Batilos Songa the urge for party unity as one strategic meeting where them get now free tongue. So the Salon People's Party chairman Jimmy Batilos Songa don't call on the party stakeholder for remain united during convening a strategic meeting at the headquarters in Freetown. The meeting been bringing together a section of street constituency executive as well as key stakeholders from Kenema. The primary objective of this meeting have been for make them underscore the importance of peace, unity, and cohesion among the party executive and stakeholders in the district. Now, whilst the chairman be address the gathering when Jimmy Batilos Songa, he stressed that the party delegate conference now don't be concluded and he urged members then for move forward in unity. He stressed that building a united front is essential for the party in preparedness for get victory inside the 2028 election. The chairman also notes that Kenema district remain the only undisputed stronghold of the SLPP in the country and call on leaders and supporters for preserving legacy through cooperation and mutual respect. As he may also assure attendee them, the ambassador Anes Bimba Domaina, or that way we lead the party peace and constitution initiative. He said then go soon begin. Mane, in a couple of minutes, quick one. Yeah. The chairman being get this conversation with SLPP stakeholders them for make them go remain united as a way for me to win the 2028 election.
Yes, I think the call is timely. Some people can say or go say interesting times ahead. You know, when election they go very closer, each political party is can elect for call the party to order, and they elect for get a closed door meeting where you go call hierarchies of the party for see how they can able for bridge the peace, talk to the constituents, them members, them, the followers, them, so that they go for bridge peace. Because when I say interesting times ahead, now SLPP is ruling, and there are so many people who are anxious for take over the seat of President Biya after internal, and so that toss would go for the within the party. So it's good that the chairman of the party, Bertil Osonga, now they call on the party for party unity for bridge the gap, so that when that time they reach, when the difficult time they reach, they go before cross the bridge at that time. It's because if now you're not set up in house, the inner structure of the party, when that time they reach, it creates a lot of problem for the party. And most SLPP people now out there go want for let them retain power. Most people out there, SLPP people go want for retain power. While APC go want for take power from the SLPP. So it will be a tussle. So in as chairman, go for hold the party together. Go for hold everybody together.
Okay.
And see that it seal the party through 2028 election, whether they win or loss, but they be say able to seal the party through.
Thank you so much, Mane. Thank you. Toby, now you bite on this one quickly.
I think some fraction parts of the SLPP being really want for know within this young man go bring to the party, within this young man go transform the party. I think if you go back to the history of the party by age, I think I may stand to be corrected in this direction, but I think he's the youngest chairman where they don't get in the history of the party, and he's dealing with people where know a lot about the nitty-gritty on how politics they run in this country. I think I won't forget a united force with the party members before they head for the 2028 elections, and one of his core mandates on that he go fight by all in might and power for ensure say SLPP stay in power in 2028. And we all know that we're going to go into issue, we're going to come into some parts of selecting who will be the next flag bearer for the 2028. The work starts now. If he can't control the party at this point, bringing everybody together, bringing all voices on board, let everybody in voice matter, it will have a very bad implication for the party going for the 2028 elections. But bringing everybody on board in time for foster unity within the party, strengthen collaboration within the party, it helps the party get a very strong foundation going to the 2028 election. And I think it's a very good way for go, because when the game goes start officially, for know who will lead the SLPP, that is where the problem starts. So if we start for curtail the problem before the problem starts, it's a good solution for the SLPP.
Thank you very much. So take this final story. Friday Matrix this year, Marampa Mines Limited be hand over 240-feet container of medical drug and medical equipment them to the hospital them na Marampa Chiefdom. As well boost the healthcare system na the Chiefdom. Usman Marabile part of the event and filing this report.
The Marampa Mines Limited na one of the biggest iron ore mining company them where they operate na Salone. Then they run the Marampa iron ore project near Lonsar na the northern part of the country. Over the years, Marampa Mines Limited don support community them around Lonsar, Marampa and Mafoki Chiefdom na Potloko district through several development and social program them, we include development projects them on school, road, community program, environmental protection, and healthcare facility. The handing over of the medical drugs and medical equipment here. Now one, with the paramount chief for Marampa Chiefdom, PC Koblo Queen II, be welcome, as he talk about the importance of better healthcare for the people of Marampa Chiefdom.
There can be no healthy families. Without healthy children, there can be no strong future. Without healthy workers, our communities cannot grow or prosper. When people fall sick and cannot access treatment, the whole community suffers. The congestion we have over 100,000 population in this community. But when health services are strong, the opposite happens. Our children learn better, our farmers work harder. Our traders succeed and our communities move forward with confidence. Today's donation of medical drugs and medical equipment is therefore not just symbolic, it is practical, necessary, and a lifetime. So I want to register profound gratitude to management of Marampa Mines and also Craig Dean, the executive chairman.
But waiting the government make of the handing over of them 40-feet container of medical supplies and equipment to the Lunsal Community Health Center, Markville Community Health Center, and the St. John of God Catholic Hospital, na Marampa and Mafoki Chiefdom, Dr. Austin Demby, na the Minister of Health.
So the dynamic, they give all the equipment there, they give all the supply there. So more people than they will go, they big say, hey, but we say, I want this. But they say, how they work, no, we provide them here for the community. So we want to tell them plenty thank you for that. And it's come back to my healthcare worker them now. Now, when I don't receive them kind of package there also from the mines. You receive them, but not for you. Now, for use and for serve the community by saying thank you to the healthcare worker then for what I do. Thank you for the community who they work with and clearly show partnership with. Thank you to the leadership team. Thank you to the political leadership team as well. Thank you to the ultimate leader, the paramount chief them. Yeah? And thank you to the mining company and leadership for this magnanimity we then show for being able for help we as part of them corporate social responsibility, but also should say they care enough, not just on the mining, but in the people, in the community within them they serve. So I thank you very much.
Where EBD talk, the managing director for Marampa Mines Limited, Angula Khalili, said they believe say responsible mining go beyond just the extraction of natural resources. We make it talk about the other priority them as a mining company. The managing director for Marampa Mines Limited, Angula Khalili, end up say Marampa Mines committed for continue for working partnership with the government of Salone and local stakeholder them for improve community well-being and strengthen social service in all of the operational area them.
The donation we are handing over is therefore intended to help strengthen the capacity of these facilities to provide timely and quality healthcare to the people. But by supporting these facilities, we hope to contribute to improve healthcare delivery, better patient outcomes, and enhance preparedness for the health needs of our immediate communities. For many residents, this donation and these facilities will be the first time they have access to healthcare, and ensuring that their families, particularly the mothers, children, elders, all benefit from improved healthcare system. We also recognize and commend the dedication of our healthcare workers who continue to serve our communities, often in very demanding circumstances. Today's support is not only for the facilitation, but also for the recognizing the professionals who continue commit to saving lives every day.
In all of the operational area them, for the Epic Morning Show, Mina Usman Mara.
All right, they can't take calls. They're now inside the program this morning, so we'll start off the first one from AOT. They look for that tea where go refresh your body every day. You look for something way healthy and way good for make you digest. Fine one. You want that tea where they keep you for feel fresh all day. Then AOT na the answer to your problem. AOT that they make them from natural grown tea leaves. Way healthy, refreshing, and easy on digestion. With 100 tea bag within every pack, there is always more for make you enjoy and share. AOT natural freshness in every sip. AOT they be brought to you by Kyrell. And also, you want star coffee where they wake you up instantly. You look for that sweet aromatic taste where you go enjoy anytime and any day. You want for stay active all day, then AO Cafe now the answer to your problem. AO Cafe safe, pure, 100% smooth and aromatic. It'll keep you energetic and active all day. Just add hot water and enjoy bold cup where go fits perfectly into your busy lifestyle. AO Cafe, stay energetic, stay active all day. Instead they be brought to you by Kyrell. And finally, as a Kumra, what you give picking for it? You are picking grow well and grow strong. then if you look for that food, you go give picking Benny Mix, not the answer. You remember say Benny Mix that they make them from natural local grains, and it is packed with 14 essential vitamins are ready for the brain and the body. No cooking, no stress. Enjoy Benny Mix anytime and any day. Just make sure say BFCD on the pack. Benny Mix, grow strong and grow smart. All right, so we open the phone line. We take a few calls and wrap up. 07999493. Please keep on 1 minute. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, Pamusa.
Now, you're correct.
Right.
And what I want to know, and remember, during Pakaba in time, where the war been there, we see they're gonna, I don't know if in Alume, I don't know how they call that country. We said them we go up on that peace accord. And during that time, then they, and it been the vice president, Naina been the Jodembi. But because of sake of peace, and we be say, the Fode Sangon be say, let them do power sharing. And if I don't forget, I think Fode Sangon ended up being the vice president. And I know say Jodembi now them be appointed and they swear in. But because of the peace, so now make them in for the Sangon, the vice president. So that I don't know if I forget to, but till like this, because at the end only when they analyze say, and the president don't take decisions, so they're not able to revise again. But we want to talk now for let the country get peace. Now this we want, and let investors then come to the country, then the country grow like how we want. They will all live as one. So now this I get.
Thank you so much, Pamusa. Exact 1 minute. That's fantastic. 079-994-993. Let's take this one. Hello.
Yes.
Yes, Bumper, go ahead. You were one.
Yeah. Let me see the issue about women them. Let's talk small about them. Women they not to slave. Women they not to battle. Women they not to sex slave. If any man becomes successful, now strong woman they be now. Now that the people they follow. And the go sister they get that program yesterday. They engage them. Now they think they need them for coming and strengthening them so that they will disseminate the message. Then they try, but if we don't promote them and try for add value, it no go good. And woman now part of development. For any successful man, it is strong woman behind them. Go for real story and do research about how people become successful. There is a woman behind them. And the second one is about NCS with them. Ask yourself why. They can't be bothered, they ask no more. We say they ask why. Because now we see here so don't go now on a station, talk say how the Ministry of Information now he in charge of everything about internal. So any ceremony now the town hall. So imagine who's can see so than this? You say you have to advocate for we, talk on behalf of we. Then if wait for talk on behalf of we, then they do so. Let's see, with the doubt what type of CSO will get now in nation. Thank you.
079-994-993. Let's take a few calls and then we do all the cutting down of the program this morning, the review segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes,
Malaika Stevens, they call from Standard Forward.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Yeah, well, it is better that the leadership of the organogram of the SLPP has acknowledged the problems in the SLPP. They let them know say the SLPP is stand on the time bomb. But the Tengo can wait and know say the SLPP is standing on the time bomb. While the APC be there on the slumber, like while our Chinese leader be say, China is asleep. But be sleeping tiger. The day where that tiger did the week. The world is shaking. Now we see so today. So the APC be there on the slumber. Now it's the APC the week. So we'll see the difference very soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Malaika. 079-994-993. You take a few calls. Comment on Facebook. Victor Fode says such has never happened, and he should think again, and that such issue has never occurred. So the nation needs smooth political transition and peace. Okay, I think this has to do with the appointment of an individual that we make mention of. John Mansari, say we need more love and peace. And also Victor Fode, they say, my brother, the APC reject immediately the president pronouncement was made. So we need to ask why the president never called the opposition to a table over the appointment. All right, these are comments on Facebook. Hello.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
That's why this is
yeah, I'm going to get 1 minute. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. You know, finally, Allah has put this country. You know, that my brother, we analyze. You know, let Allah bless Allah, get more knowledge. You know, now some of the things in this world, You know, now we say because of president go appoint somebody, that means say no go reverse them. Now, it better way for all for gladly for the APC government, where did we say they make this kind of stand here? No, no, we say the terms of the election. You know, they say, no, this first year will not be one time. Wow. Now, people may ask questions, say, why will not be don't talk earlier? You know, some of them here, somebody were not good for the people, who knows how don't come out. You know, it's no more me to talk. We were there in this country. Nobody know there where they pray God, SLPP win this country as well. Nobody, because the suffering and the suffering. But the only thing more they talk, if you see everything they go and drag and so on for tomorrow, when they say go for all in governance, let people in the motive. You know, but I'm not thinking the only two APC need, but I let them put their house in order.
Thank you so much,
anybody when they go for choose, then they be and they rally be and it don't know. But say SLPP go for winner, I'm not saying it's possible because
Thank
you can't suffer next year, but not possible.
079-994-993. Few calls more, maybe 3, and then we wrap up the program this morning. Let's squeeze in the sports in as well. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is Abakar.
Yes, Bakar, go ahead.
I'm really surprised the way we government and how they lead issue. If you see something happen, by the time the member they don't sway. It happened to His Excellency the President 2020. The day where they call the election a day, they parade soldier then they swaying. Then we see again this man, everybody they talk about him, everybody allow for let the people able for know how they for able scream the man. We don't get no test. First time we get test when I buy elections in the make. But we don't get no test for let they assess the man. So if then they tell for assess the man by the time the member, they don't go through and say, hey, they don't swear in A, B, and C. We need to use the right procedure because when election go on, only the Electoral Commission, if you see announce that the final verdict, all announcements, nobody need listen like the Electoral Commission. Why they not they allow that platform for clean? Why the people are not going to allow that play field the level? Why? Thank you.
079-994-993, exact 1 minute as well. That's good, Bakal. We take few calls. Mostly how much you will put through and then we wrap up. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good morning. Come on, I hear you, please.
Me na question with dead man. Luma. Well, to God, I'm going to receive and all man they put so much for them, but to God, I electoral man they buy. And of his problem come from this country. We're a peaceful country, Salon. I'm the perfect. At least we man say, one time. One time, because I don't see this man, he want the cow that brought up. You see them call electoral man say for conduct this election. Quick as president council, then go swear for waiting for. Oh, no, for me, but they don't change for we are. Because we don't say SFP no go ever win now, we no go like that. That's how it is. You say, let them make campaign for we are.
Thank you. We lost that person there. I mean, from Luma, I go look at the game then this year. They win 2. I think they play against another team. They do well on that match. Hello.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is now Fire, then they talk from the heart of preacher.
Right, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't always see the analysis where you get there within the studio where they don't talk. Let me tell you one thing. APC not really determine the fate of this country. Hello?
Go ahead, you get 1 minute. You get 1 minute,
not
go ahead.
APC, not to APC they determine the fate of we people of this country. Let's tell them for say, no day for let the president appoint somebody in reversal. If we stand for the states for the president of this country, want the state the way of the president. We see the president will say they want let them reverse. It's not possible in this country. APC, this country will be at peace.
All right, we lost on day 079994993. 2 callers they squeeze in, and then we wrap up the program this morning. 079994993. Last squeeze this person in, and then I will take one after this. Hello.
Yes, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, Contact TV.
All right. Come on here, yeah. Yes, go ahead.
Sylvester Alpha Monday.
Wait, now you name me, please. Okay, say Contact Citizen, okay.
That 23 results.
Hello.
Hey, the lights don't go. I can't take water.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, ma. Go ahead. You don't, yeah. Okay. I think they're talking for now. I already see the lights on go. We'll squeeze person in just now. And then squeeze in one more. It's Lucy. Lucy, hello. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, and I think you will program.
Yes, sir. Mr. Hassan, how are you, sir? Yes, sir.
You don't make young man in the car so ready. I don't really in car, a man buying fishery, 10,000. I'll just imagine most of one guy. A man made a race, you can pay most of the. So you goodness now we get shocked. And I you always young man in the car cost of good. And all money freelance, you know more you get money passing and get money passing. If you look no more one for one guy, the committee small. I feel a little disgrace, blah. Me, I always call, also for me, if you get at the country, blah. I don't build good place. Now, Lord. I started the king of open place. Just imagine, they don't live with the get on much of the college. There is about 30 million for women. Just imagine, no negotiation. Just imagine, I was just alone to go. 90% for the two scale. They start building the last 50,000 from back to me. They are done them. Just imagine, how the go, blah. I mean, to me, what I assess, not also by improvement, to improve for restoration. Then I watch game and I know I watch champion with this life body. And I like that thing that they do. Those things, God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Okay. I want the number to at least 10 people and for call. Hello.
Hello. Good morning. Concerned citizen.
Go ahead.
Call. Yeah, would they tell APCC not to then get this country? SLPP not to then get this country. Now we, the Sierra Leone, will get this country.
Okay.
If they don't come on a power, let them try to convince people and talk to people. The word way back how they talk, say the showing president right here, the Mara, they don't start from Tijan Kabainte. Now, then they try for put inside the constitution. So not to theory they can make like say no matter beyond no more. No, would they beg? People in the suffer, people in the suffer, people in the going die in our streets. Suffer next Saturday begin. Nobody would they beg, please. Let we talk better thing for the country. Thank you.
I need to take any call again. Gentlemen, we are wrapping up. I start with Mohamed Toby quickly. What you want for left for the public, Toby?
I want to appreciate two callers this morning and me elder brother who would share the panel for a couple of days now. And I think, yes, it is true that nominations could be questioned, and we'll see that not be respected under the appointment of Edmond Akka. He was not approved or vetted by Parliament, but the nomination was challenged. But that nomination was not challenged by just one political party. It was challenged by numerous political parties, with some civil society organizations who stand against the appointment of Edmond Akka. And again, now, this is not one that happened in the history for somebody being appointed, approved and vetted by Parliament, take the oath of office, not the office of the President, and start for work. Then we'll see that's change. So we are asking a question now: what will happen next if APC continue for in this trajectory? So say we come to 2028 election, are we going to have election, or we will return to one-party state system? That is an important question where we should be asking the main opposition party to respond.
Thank you very much, Mohamed Toby Kagbo. James Kamara Mane, very happy enough as well.
Yes, and thank you very much, Reginald, to all we call us them. But I want for comments, especially on the last caller. We talk, say, people don't suffer, if people don't suffer, therefore they die down the street. It's a very unfortunate statement. Very unfortunate statement. They come up from a Sierra Leone like you. They make that statement. The people don't only for tell you, say that they suffer already, they need for die in the street before they show you say they are suffering. Sufferness, you measure by the income where the person they get, the sustenance, the livelihood. Now, government EP, they say 800, the average minimum wage for every Sierra Leonean, every civil servant. Unapalampu, now we are not talking about family person. A single man, they pay 800,000 in this day. And he live in Waterloo and he can work in Central. 800 Leons, he live in Waterloo, they can work in Central. I expect them for make you live. Do you describe that as a suffering or a happy life?
Right.
If you are enjoying from the government, okay, it's good for you. But majority Sierra Leoneans are suffering. They're only for dying in the street. And people are still dying in the street, in fact. Some people they say because na kush. Now total poverty. They make people that they die in the street. When they see the people that we even FCC they collect the body. We don't see them, so it's not strange. Yes, people are suffering, and people have to talk about it. And if the system change, it's change. And we are talking about that for the system change. That the government see that they come to the head of Sierra Leoneans, help the people of this country, and able to make livelihood much better.
Address the bread and butter.
Yes, address the bread and butter. I also the government they put the campaign on bread and butter issue. What are we having? We never get the bread yet before we get the butter.
Thank you very much.
Are people not suffering? Oh, come on.
Thank you so much, James Kamaraman, and thanks to Mohamed Toby Kagbo. Thanks to the entire team. We put everything together for ensuring we get a very good program this morning. DJ Allen and good technical support. Soyi Cisse, and of course Abubakar Bendu at the head of the control room. I make watch you live on Facebook and also live on YouTube. Boku thank you to the producers Fatmata Lebi and Regina Brown, to the executive producer Madam Teresa Julia Thomas. I've been Reginald Brown, Jukutu Soya. Thanks to everybody. Again, we contribute one way or the other for us. Make we get a successful show this morning. I've been Reginald Brown, Jukutu Soya. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.